Hello, everybody. You thought that Oz was going to be the host of this particular tabletop session, but it was I, Nathan Blades, who has taken over the proceedings. Hello.
Oh, man.
This is weird and exciting. I'm glad that I finally get to run a session for Shadowcasters Network. This is great. I have so many absolutely fabulous people joining me on the stream to go and play my one-page RPG, Agents of H.U.E. We have, as usual, we have Oz. Say hi, Oz.
Hello.
Mm-hmm. We have Logan in the house.
Hi.
We have the delightful Greg.
Hello.
Both Logan and Greg are from Very Random Encounters podcast. It's super good. Go listen to that. And we also have a very special guest and an alarmingly good get. I have no idea how I landed it. Grant Howitt. Hi, hello.
Hi, hello. Hi.
Yeah.
Nathan, I'm not busy. I'm not hard to get. You asked me nicely, and I like you. That's about all it took, really. I'm surprisingly available, even for free.
It's true. It's true. It was one of those things where it's like, I want to eventually, one of my big tabletop RPG goals is to go and either run or play in a game of all the other people whose tabletop stuff I really enjoy, and I get to like tick off like 3 different medias in one go in one stream. We rocking it. Hell
Great.
Yeah.
Efficient.
Yes.
Let's get this over and done with.
Yeah, I know. Let's not be ruthlessly efficient. I've never been efficient. But hello everybody tuning in. So we are going to play my one-page RPG, Agents of H.U.E. It is basically, the best way to describe it is gay spy fabulous adventures where you flirt to save the day and defeat villains. He says very unconfidently, but that's roughly the long and short of it. The idea is that everybody at the table here today is a member of H.U.E, standing for Hunky Undercover Elites, where they... which is the best acronym I've ever written, to be honest. Where they have to use various gadgets hidden in their outfit and very tactical flirting to go and find out who the evil mastermind is, what their plot is, and defeat them. Because this is a one-pager, character generation I designed to be basically as simple as could possibly be, because I've played Shadowrun proper, and that takes like a good 4 hours to make one guy.
It took me 2.5 hours to make a gun once.
Yeah, so I'm like, how about I make a character in 4 minutes or less?
I greatly appreciate you and everything you stand for.
Oh man, nah, don't make me do math tabletop. Don't. So we have 4 questions that I'm going to go and ask everybody at the table. Some of you have already filled this in, but let's just generally go around the table and talk about these bits and pieces. So all of you have an incredibly cool and vaguely porn starish real name, but on the job you go as a single color as your agent name. So what is everybody's real name for their agent?
All right.
I didn't know we were going to use one of those. Hang on.
We'll go around this the thing. So I'll start. I am Agent Goldenrod, and my real name is Rodrigo Rod Lobo. He goes by Rod for short. Rodrigo Lobo. He's a sexy Latin lover.
Absolutely, Rod.
I'm gonna bring out my Cuban heritage for this one.
I don't know how this layout is. Who is next?
Next would be Grant.
My name on the job is Agent Azure, but my friends know me as Bishop Haphazard.
Yes. Haphazard. That's so powerful.
Writing notes.
Okay.
Next is
look at
Greg.
the again.
Me. My agent name is Agent Salt, but my real name is Randall Wood, but a lot of people just call me Randy.
Yes.
I bet they do.
You know that they do.
I know who's next because it has to be me.
Yeah.
So I am Agent Boysenberry when I'm on the job. But yeah, my actual name is Barry Bach. And yeah, I'm an impeccably dressed mid-40s ginger bear with a bushy red beard, a couple of white stripes down the side. You know.
Oh gosh, yeah. Outfit descriptions are a very big part of this game. That's kind of why I wrote it. Like, oh man, I wanted to spend a good minute describing what my character is wearing and not be an obnoxious twat. So this is the opportunity to do that. Okay, question 2. You all have a unique spy skill. Usually it's an ing phrase like hacking or ziplining or smooching, but it could be basically anything that fits sensibly as a spy skill. So Agent Goldenrod, what is your spy skill?
I'm going for extreme sports, so I plan on doing parachuting, hand gliding, zip lining, mountain climbing.
Yes.
Anything?
Absolutely.
Oh, that's a lot of inks. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
So
all
I think Odds is metagaming a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
I mean,
A lot of
I-
INGs.
But how
I
much
guess
extreme
everything
sportsing
night.
am I going to do?
I fully expect at some point the tabletop RPG police to kick down the door and drag me away. So if that happens, I'm sorry for not playing my own RPG the way that I'm supposed
This
to.
was honestly, this was a better choice than my original spy skill of action.
Performing action.
That's like
love-
all I can think of is like an action figure that does the karate chop, and you just have this thing. Like you can only do this.
Okay. Agent Azure, what is your spy skill?
My spy skill is flattery or flattering, if you want to go by the way the game's meant to be played.
Rules as written. Gosh,
Flattering.
okay.
So it's both being nice and making things flatter.
Agent Salt, what is your spy skill?
My spy skill is penetrating.
Which, I can already see where the jokes go. But to be honest, that's an OP ability that applies to 4 or 5 different things.
There's a joke there? What? I mean,
No. I couldn't say. I couldn't tell you.
I don't think it'll come up, but we'll see.
When a man and another man love each other very much.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah, okay. Out of the loop on this one.
What happens?
Boysenberry. What is your spy skill?
My spy skill is disguising. I feel like it only has the one application, but it's a good one.
It's cool. I'm into it. Okay, so like any good grinder profile, you've got to go and extol your prides to make people interested in you. So we want to have your character has something about either their physique or their personality that is their pride. Let's go in reverse order. Agent Boysenberry, what is your pride?
I've written down fur with 5 R. This could describe the chest hair popping out of the top of my suit, or the giant bushy beard that I'm very proud of. Not any hair on the head, totally bald, but everywhere else.
I'm very happy we have bear representation on this.
As somebody who is terminally twink, I enjoy the diversity. Agent Salt, what is your pride?
My pride is my attention to detail. Every detail has to be perfect.
This seems like it could also be an insecurity.
No,
That would be
Because
very
I'm-
complicated.
very good at it.
Okay, perfect. Agent Azure.
I've just got great teeth.
Yeah.
And I won't show off my teeth because I'm assuming this is primarily an American stream and I've got a broken ass British mouth.
Nah, same. And Agent Goldenrod.
My pride is dad ass.
2 S's or more? Is it going to be the number of
I really
R's
should
and
have more
that?
S's. I think the standard here is 5 S's.
Yeah, it could be T.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
5 S's and 1 Z, but we won't tell you what the Z is.
Yeah. The reason I just see it like being applicable while I'm extreme sportsing, because that's usually where you have to like do a lot of flexing. So yeah.
Oh, this is a very cinematographic kind of game, so opportunities arise. It's fine. And next, on the flip side of your pride, you also have an insecurity. What about your physique or your personality is your insecurity, Goldenrod?
My insecurity is outdated Latino machismo. I'd really like to get rid of that, but it's just you know. It's just part of my culture, and I grew up with it, and I really, and you know, now it's time to get rid of that and move on.
We're gonna,
and I've done a pretty good job. Goldenrod's done a pretty good job, but sometimes it just comes back, and he's like, damn it. So.
Okay, yes, here we go. Toxic Mask, Latino version.
Yeah.
Perfect.
He's trying
so hard.
My insecurity is I'm worried that I'm actually kind of dumb. And I don't know whether I am kind of dumb or whether I'm just worried I am. But have fun with it.
Oh, I absolutely will. Perfect. Agent Salt.
Agent Salt has a glass jaw. Anything that threatens his face, not good.
Not the face. Yeah.
Not the face. Anywhere. But this. Off limits. None.
Beautiful. Boysenberry.
I do not take criticism well. My friends have approached me about this a lot of times, and I have a lot less friends.
Oh my god, yes. Okay, to reveal why I asked these things to the audience, each of these things does actually have a mechanical benefit or drawback. So this is a game about D6s. You roll a D6 when you try to do something, and if you get a 5 or 6, that counts as a success. If you use your spy skill, 4s count as successes, making it 50-50 chance. If you use your pride, then you get to roll 1 extra die in your roll. Good times. However, if I am a mean bad boy, no good daddy dom GM, and I involve your insecurity, then you roll 1 fewer die, and it's a sad time. Also, failing in this game is hilarious, so we're gonna fail a lot. Okay, final question. We're almost there. You have 2 stats, Fierce and Fabulous. Which, inspired by Grant Howitt's game Hack the Planet, where you have cyberspace and meat space, and I found that really elegant. So I was kind of like, okay, what 2 stats work in this? Being fierce is being direct, being strong, being fast. Being fabulous is being charming, being complex, having flair and elegance. You have 5 points and can split them between your 2 stats. So, Agent Goldenrod, what are your stats?
Fierce 4, Fabulous 1.
Yes. Agent Azure.
Fierce 2, Fabulous 3.
Fab 3. Absolutely. Agent Salt.
Fierce 3, Fabulous 2.
What? We have the whole gamut.
Ooh.
Nice.
And finally, Agent Boysenberry.
Fierce 1, Fabulous 4.
Yeah!
Nice. High fives across.
This is the balanced team. Very good.
Oh, we're gonna knock this dungeon down. This is like D&D, right?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, I assure you, it will absolutely be a meat grinder.
Wait. Pause. I have a better insecurity. No.
Sorry, pause. Pause again. Was that an innuendo? Meat grinder?
It was a double innuendo. It went really well.
You should never call it that. No. Go on. Sorry, unpause. What's your better insecurity?
My better insecurity was, do I look good? Instead of, like, do I look good at all times? I'd rather play that than outdated Latino machismo. So.
That's fair. Oh my god, I am genuinely dying. I need a fan. Jesus.
Oh.
Oh, I've only
Have
got this
one ready
fabulous
to
fat.
go. Hell yeah.
No, I am genuinely overheating. This is a silk shirt. It's warm in here. Okay.
Yeah, sweater on inside is not ideal.
We did it. We made it. We've done character generation, and it didn't take 4 hours. Fuck you, Kellis Games. How to play this game, because playing the game's relatively important. So you guys like basically do whatever until you do something that feels kind of risky, or it'd be funny if you failed, and then you roll d6 equal to either fierce or fabulous, decided by me. You're like mask for mask game master. That's not in the text, but I think it's unofficially called that. Basically, all the 5s and 6s you get will determine how well you do. If you roll just 1 success, that's a partial success. Roll 2, it's a full success. 3 or more, you crit, and you can do all sorts of crazy bullshit. And that's kind of the rules, really, until you get into teamwork. But we'll discuss that when we get there. But for now, are there any other questions?
Do we want to go over the gadget points as well?
Ooh,
and the
yes,
and the sexy teamwork.
I think sexy teamwork I want to talk about when we get to it, if that's okay, because that feels like an in-the-moment thing, you know, when just the sexy teamwork moment takes you over. But I think that's enough of a tantalizing thing that's a mechanic that exists. So, with that, let's get into the thing. Let's go.
Then I will pause. We also should mention that for those of you who are watching in our audience, know that we are paying attention to chat, so feel free to include any kind of ridiculous thing that you think fits into the scenes for our consideration. And
yes,
also,
please do.
And also, if you're supporting us, you know, bits, donations, follows, and subs, you'll knock HP off of our stream boss, or I guess our stream villain. And if you defeat them, you become the new stream boss. And also, we're going to give you the ability to ship 2 characters. So you're going to drop a point into an OTP that you want to happen. And then at the end of the game, we're going to tally all of them up. We actually have a little graphic right there on the bottom left, where we're going to just go ahead and we will figure out where the hearts will go in the epilogue.
There will be a special romantic epilogue for the lucky winner. Lucky winners?
Wait, winners?
Losers? Everyone.
There will be plenty of NPCs as well as each other to ship with, so let your ship sail. Let's see who succeeds. But I think now is a really good time to kind of discuss what the base of Agents of H.U.E looks like and where it might be. So I have a feeling that this secret base, like, I will proffer this. It looks like it's supposed to be there, like it's a big skyscraper or other similar kind of building, but it looks really mundane from the outside, but inside it's entirely different. So what kind of like suggestions? I'll take a suggestion from each of you about what the base is or like or does.
There's an incredibly well-stocked bar that's very well lit with track lighting, of course, and many colors on all of the different kinds of drinks that you could get. And we have, I think we have a robot bartender.
Absolutely.
Ooh.
Also,
Nice.
everybody has their own walk-in closet that's at least, I want to say 20 by 20 square foot, because there's a lot of situations that we have to dress for.
Yeah, Boysenberry has put in a request for a bigger closet for sure.
I've got 3 words: secret, underground, helipad.
Okay. Yes, I am into it. Secret underground helipad.
Okay.
Can't see you land that way.
And for me, all of the lockers for like basically all of the special equipment, whatever that may be, all of the containers are just marble statues of male nudes.
There is a very elaborate like library of Greco-Roman busts and torsos, varying genders, all of them impeccably sculpted.
Yes.
The like H.U.E equivalent spends a decent amount of time in that space. If they're not making gadgets, they're chiseling new statues.
Is the statue of the locker owner, but rendered in a beautiful Greek visage?
Yeah, I think when you we'll discuss that. That's going to be part of the montage.
I just say mine's pretty lifelike, so.
Okay, I think with the music that we've got going, let's get into this. I think this episode of Agents of H.U.E starts in the incredibly well lit, incredibly well stocked bar. I think we kind of get a kind of close up of a martini glass as like liquid purple like pours into it from the top. It slowly fizzes as it fills. There is like a light dusting of like gold leaf that settles in it, and it kind of like slowly pans away for like an 8-armed bartender robot with a Their torso is like incredibly well carved and sculpted. They've got like a proper like 8, if not 10 pack, but the head is just like a Daft Punk style helmet with no expression as they serve this drink and slide it along the table.
When you said incredibly well sculpted, I just thought like this robot is also a Greco-Roman sculpture.
Nothing isn't a Greco-Roman sculpture. The beds are Greco-Roman sculptures. The doors are Greco-Roman sculptures.
There is a lot of aesthetic. I think there's a very heavy aesthetic of marble inside this building.
Yes.
Listen, we got a job out of statues. What are we gonna do with them, boys?
It's
the
like
marble
this place
imports
was built...
of this agency are insane. Budget.
This building was definitely built in The Sims. It's that kind of energy.
Yes.
They used the rosebud cheat and just filled it with statues.
There's someone trapped in this room with no exit.
Yeah, I know this aesthetic well.
But yes, this bartender slides the glass down the bar, and who catches the glass?
Oh, I get it.
Ooh, with the glass and shot, with a good prop.
Probably can't slide these ones, but yeah.
Nice.
Somehow it's managed.
Especially lubed bases.
You get elegantly catch it in one hand, well manicured fingers as the camera pulls back and reveals Agent H.U.E.
Agent H.U.E. Imagine Bradley Cooper, but less of a dickhead. That's kind of what I look like.
Yeah, go ahead. Where are the other agents in the space?
I'm in the Instagram alcove right now because I have to make sure that my feed is updated. So I'm in the alcove, making sure that practicing poses before the actual camera starts. Of course.
Of course.
And there's like a pile of outfits that I've already just said no to outside the alcove.
Just in an actual trash can.
Yeah.
Throw them away.
No!
Throwing matches into the trash can.
The like wardrobe assistant robot looks very dejected with the number of suggestions it's made and have been summarily rebuffed by you.
Yes.
I am waiting outside of the Instagram booth, very impatiently tapping my foot, just waiting for Agent Saul to be done finally, so I can get my. I only have my bedtime suit on. It's not as fancy as I want to be today. So yeah,
absolutely.
Is it like a flannel 3-piece?
Yes, Ooh. It is. Purple flannel.
Nice.
Elegant. Embroidered. Monogrammed, of course.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
I think Agent Goldenrod is going to make his entrance, and so he walks in. He's got his. I've shared this with you guys, but to repeat, he's got this like wine red, double-breasted suit with a black turtleneck and a gold chain hanging down, like gold medallion, chunky gold watch, big tinted glasses that are not meant to protect from sun, and and his signature golden cane that he does not need. That he does not need, but is his part of his namesake. So yeah, so he just he walks in, fixes his jacket, and just strolls over to the bar and asks Robo Bartender for a whiskey sour.
Absolutely, Agent Goldenrod. Serving you your whiskey sour immediately. And there's just a whirl of hands. Multiple bottles kind of disappear and reappear on the back library of bottles behind them as they customize this to your exact specifications. There is a kind of, it appears in front of you, and a light, like the hand sweeps past, and like a single flake of saffron lands on. Just one flake. We're not indulgent here.
One strand.
We're not bougie.
Right. Of course.
Yeah, picks it up, sniffs. Seductive. Just sips. Looks over to Azure and says, how's your martini?
Exquisite. How's your saffron nonsense?
Hey, this nonsense is the difference between a good whiskey sour and a bad one.
You know what? I think we'll have to agree to disagree on that point, Goldenrod. We have fun here.
What can I say? I know how to please you both. And you get like individually 4 finger guns from the 8 arms. And as you both kind of, you both take like another sip of your drinks in comfortable silence, and you feel like a figure sit between the two of you. And as you both kind of like turn to look to see who it is your boss, Agent Obsidian. Agent Obsidian was actually the second head of Agents of H.U.E. Previously, Agent Diamond was the head, but he's recently rose up the ranks to replace. After having done multiple incredibly daring missions, which fully destroyed their body, but it meant that they were able to perfectly resculpt themselves for the body they truly wanted. And as you get like a slow pan from the desk up, and you see that they are wearing an incredibly expensive kind of like white tuxedo suit, but no shirt, it's just chest. Inky black, like the depths of space. Sheened like their skin is actually some form of like alien plascrete. It goes all the way up, even their face fully pliable. They get a full range of emotions, but super dark. When you've seen them emote, you can almost see the flecks of stars. But yes, it is fully smooth and dark. You see 2 golden scars across the base of their pecs as they just kind of like radiate. And the bartender, knowing that Agent Obsidian was coming, gives just a pint glass, and they take a long, deep swig. It looks like a glass of water. You can smell that that's vodka, but it's fine. It's fine. They know how to handle it.
God damn.
And they kind of go, "Good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening, sir.
Greetings.
It's good to see you both again. How have you both been?"
Trying to stay out of trouble, you know how it is.
Yes.
Trying to get into trouble, you know how it is.
I mean, it's been a while since I've seen you last. I don't think I've seen you since the company cookout. It was a pleasant time. There was only one fire incident during that particular year, so I think I'm going to chalk that up to a win. And Agent Boysenberry over there did win the hot dog eating competition, so a fun time was had by all.
I've never seen a man fit so many footlongs in his mouth.
Oh,
That's not what I've heard about you.
I think we all know that's not a true statement.
Yes, Agent Salt and Boysenberry, you overhear the deep tones of Agent Obsidian from the bar.
Yeah, so I think Agent Salt finally decides on a perfect pair of fitting jeans, brown belt. He's wearing a white button-up shirt that's fitted. It's fitted in a way that it always looks like it's threatening to pop open at the chest because it's just so tight. He strikes a couple of poses, one with sunglasses, one without for the camera, and then walks out and nods to Boysenberry. All yours. It makes his way
Finally. I move on in.
So long. Yes. Good evening. It's good to see you again. I wonder whether I should wait until the final member of the team is available for a drink and admission.
I think Boysenberry is very quick about this. This is everyday thing, so it's very regimented. So you just hear like from the camera phone sounds, and he's out.
Yeah, there's like, despite it being taken on like digital, there is the camera gets slotted in with multiple kind of like glossies of various poses of you as it layers over the camera. As you kind of like then step back into the space, fully refreshed from your photo session.
Yeah, and obviously he's changed clothes as well. Now he's wearing a well, I don't want to say azure blue. Let's say it's a boysenberry, like a very deep purple with pinstripes, a yellow tie.
We're very into wearing our theme colors here, of course.
Yeah. Of course.
So, I wish that I would be having this conversation with you in maybe better circumstances. I'm afraid there's been something of an incident.
Incident, sir.
Pause for drama. Yes. Indeed, we have been on the hunt of a particularly dangerous criminal as of late. Bryce von Zegen, or as he likes to go by, the Tamer of Mortals.
Bryce. Yes. I haven't heard that name in a long time.
There is like we get like the briefest of brief flashbacks of kind of like a rain-slicked street, and there's like somebody walking away in shadow underneath the street light as like Agent Azure in the foreground is like
holding back tears and just saying out of my mouth, "Don't you walk away. Don't you walk away." But he can't hear because of the rain.
Yes.
I think Boysenberry has a tear welling on his eye because he's heard the story a couple times.
I tell it every time I'm drunk.
I'm pretty sure Salt just sighs like.
Yes. Unfortunately, he's escalated his sights as of late. He's gone from stealing hearts to stealing politicians.
Hearts?
Well, yes, I as I understand, the office gossip is that he was a bit of a heartbreaker among a certain member of the Agents of H.U.E. back in the day.
We don't need to focus on that.
Of course. We'll move on. Onwards.
It's all in the past. I'm sorry, shouldn't speak to you in such a tone, Agent Obsidian. My heart is still scarred. Listen.
It's so tragic.
What are his schemes?
I regret to inform that President Jimnal Monet has been kidnapped.
You can't be serious.
I was gonna say, Nathan, that's such a nice mix of good and bad news. Not the president, sir.
Straight face. Yes, indeed. The Archandroid herself has been whisked away by
her robot bodyguards.
Disabled. An EMP
That's impossible.
We installed that ourselves.
Yeah.
How is this possible?
It was a moment of weakness. at the end of one of her end-of-year Christmas concerts where she gives a motivating speech to the nation. There was to be a wardrobe change, the lights dimmed, there was a pause, and then when the lights came back up, she was not there, except for a single calling card. We did have an agent on the case, Agent Cornsilk, but after reporting on the crime, we need to find something a bit more tense.
Yeah.
Let's stop this. Let's stop this shit.
Oh my god, this is amazing. This is. I don't know what I was expecting coming into this, but
a mess. A mess is what you were expecting, and it's accurate.
What it? Yeah, you normally run Shadowrun on here, right?
Yeah.
Welcome to the world of one-page RPGs. There's no rules and everything's made up.
Yeah, here we go.
Well, I play Shadowrun Anarchy, which kind of runs along sort of the same.
Yeah.
Whoa, yes.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Agent Cornsilk, yes, was on the case. Was digging into. Oh Jesus! The commitment to the bit.
It was so unceremonious.
My boyfriend's watching the stream, and he was like, "Wouldn't it be funny if I came and gave you a drink shirtless?" And I was like, "Yeah, that would be funny."
Yeah,
and then I never.
That was funny.
Oh God, you'll all be the end of me. This is great. Thank you for this blessing on this day. Yes. The president has been kidnapped. This is very serious.
Do we know of her last location, sir?
Yes, Agent Cornsilk has been looking into it, and I've been getting up-to-date reports. The last place they were looking was a specific venue, a casino named the Velvet Circus. And then all communications dropped. There was a pause. We were worried whether we would hear from Agent Cornsilk again. And then, last we heard, this was delivered. And a robot kind of comes in the back and produces a box, a silk-wrapped big golden ribbon bow. And there's a slow pulling of the bow. The box slowly opens to kind of like all of your shocked faces as a glow radiates out. And inside the box are some butt cheeks.
Cornsilk's ass.
Salt.
Indeed!
It seems like you could.
I recognize that ass anywhere.
Thank you for being on my wavelength, Agent Ezio. Indeed.
My
it is.
God, what a monster.
This was all that was delivered. And I can only take this as a sign that they are onto us.
To think that our ally, Cornsilk, is out there and he can't even have a nice sit down.
Agent Goldenrod instinctually grabs onto his own dead ass and
it could happen to you, Agent Goldenrod. It could happen to you.
Don't worry, Goldenrod. I'm not gonna let anyone take your ass. We've got each other's backs and asses.
Backsides. We've got each other's backsides.
But there is a single clue, and there's kind of like camera flashes as like there's a chink 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 as the camera like zooms in, and on the side of Cornsilk's left butt cheek is a branding of a lion tamer and a lion.
Wait a second, I don't recognize that tattoo.
I'm gonna use a gadget.
Ooh, already, yes.
My glasses have microscopic like lenses in them. If I turn them a little bit on the top, I have like very circular lenses. So I just turn it a little bit to investigate.
Yes.
Set my glasses from stun to ass.
So I will walk over as you're doing that and say, Allow me to assist. I never miss a detail.
Oh, okay, cool. This is the time to introduce sexy teamwork, I guess. So, to read verbatim from the rules, you have a strong bond with other H.U.E agents that goes beyond the professional. If assisting another spy, describe with sizzling tension how you use either your pride or a gadget to assist, and the person rolling gains the mechanical effects of your help plus their own bonuses. So, how are you using your eye for detail with sizzling tension in the scene to help inspect that ass?
I take the package and the ass, and I begin to sort of display it and turn it like, have you seen this? Look at the roundness here. Why don't you zoom in a little? Take a better look. Let your gaze linger upon this ass. What do you see? I know what I see.
Neither the cinematography or the writers of the show deigned to consider, you know, the practical implications of the fact that the ass is removed, the other side must be completely gore, but nobody's thinking about that right now. Currently, we're getting kind of like QVC rotating Lazy Susan inspection of ass.
It's just
now.
It's just a box, and we've taken the actor who plays Goldenrod and put it over his ass.
Correct.
Oh yeah.
Correct.
Absolutely.
And then we've got a
There's
table.
no gore. There's just like
whatsoever.
a great big.
It's a perfectly disembodied ass.
Yeah.
Still
Okay.
It was a clean cut.
It's still hot.
Oh no! But the practical effects of this is that I think with the kind of careful inspection, I think this is going to be a fabulous roll because you are using your gadget, Agent Boysenberry. You get the ability to re-roll one of your failures if the things go south. So you're going to be making a fabulous roll, but plus 1 die because you're getting the attention to detail bonus. So go and roll 5d6 for me, please.
I only have macros for 3, so I'm just gonna roll a 3 and a 2.
Hell yeah.
I got 2 successes.
And you get to roll 1 more to re-roll one of your failures.
Oh my goodness. Incredible. 3
3
successes.
successes.
Yes,
That is a
yes.
critical success. So what do you want out of this?
What do I want out of this ass? I
What
want to
do
know.
you want out of this ass?
I want to know everything about the brand, right? Like, how long ago was the brand burned onto that ass? Do I know the history of the imagery there? Any kind of ties to that?
Okay, absolutely. So you can tell that this brand was within the last 24 hours.
It was within the last 24 hours.
As you zoom all the way in, you're like, wait, hold on. Like, there's a circular imprint around it. Like, something was thrown at a really high speed that, like, a poker chip is around that size. How on earth? Huh. And the fact that it was like a lion tamer and a lion kind of suggests that it fills within Bryce Fonseca's moniker of tamer of mortals. Seems to layer in quite well with that particular piece of theming.
So I like zoom out with my eye, back to my regular style lenses. What kind of casinos are nearby that the tamer would have frequented?
Well, there's the Velvet Circus, which is one that's been mentioned so far.
Indeed. It seems that was the last known location that Agent Cornsilk was at before they had
I ask
their
because-
unfortunate demise.
It seems like this ass was burned with a really hot poker chip.
Interesting.
I lean down. I'm gonna taste the poker chip to see if I can. So there's no poker
You're
chip.
gonna taste the ass?
I'm here.
Not even just the ass. It's like literally the burnt, charred part
The
of the
burnt
ass.
ass.
Yeah, I'm just gonna, you know.
I mean, that's
Oh, you're nasty.
that's incredibly bold. So I think that's a fierce roll.
Is it? Okay.
However, I don't think this is a particularly smart thing to do.
No, that's entirely fair, and I failed tremendously.
When was the last time you had a
There-
tetanus
No,
shot?
so I think while you're doing,
Look, there are a lot of risks to
doing
eating.
this, you're
Agent Hesher, have you thought that through? Just
No.
There are a lot
honest-
of risks
I'll be honest
to
with
eating ass.
I'll be honest with you. Good work. I got confused and thought it was a poker chip for a while in the narrative. Things got out of hand.
Yes,
I-
you
I'm
are.
Very sorry.
I think this is
Somewhere
going
near
to be
now.
a fierce roll because something could come out of this. if
I've
this
already
works.
failed. Oh, sorry. I'll use the one in roll 20. Hang on a second.
Maybe you haven't failed. In this reality. Hey!
Hey.
Two
Okay.
successes.
Oh, there we go. Oh, cool.
right.
What does
All
it taste of?
And we were
I
making
mean,
I was hoping to try and get the spur of the Velvet Circus upon it, so I could be like, yeah, this is definitely the Velvet Circus because I've gambled there before and tasted their chips.
oh no, absolutely. I was going to say that under this circumstance, while you're in the middle of licking this ass, you're like, is this actually a smart thing to do? I am genuinely not sure, and there would have been a dice penalty, but you succeed
that's
anyway, so who cares? It's fine.
Cool.
Yeah.
I am smart.
I think what you gain is that you understand this wasn't like heated, it was flicked at such a speed that it heated mid-velocity in hitting ass.
Now, it was either thrown very fast or in a very thick atmosphere.
I mean,
Both.
Oh my
one
god.
thing you always did say about corn sills, you could bounce a chip off that ass, and apparently you could.
Except
It
this
must
one
be
just
embedded in the wall
embedded itself. Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, this was one chip that he could not bounce off that firm booty.
Sir
I'm gonna
Obsidian.
yes, please.
Sir Obsidian, should we make haste for the Velvet Circus? I'll put on my best casino suit.
Absolutely. Go to the seating area and head out. And they take a huge swig of this pint of vodka, slam it on the table. Agents, roll out.
What? And I turn into a truck.
That's my insecurity. I'm a truck.
I think there is a very speedy montage because I'm going to speed things up a bit so we can get to because although this is magical, where you all kind of is this intense enough?
It will be.
No.
It will be. It grows in intensity.
Yeah, no, this works.
Yeah, most things do.
So, there's like a montage as you all kind of suit up into your I am going on a mission outfits in your gigantic walk-in closets. So there's, I guess this kind of soundtrack is playing as you all kind of like stroll down the hallway in slow motion. You all in like 4 picture-in-pictures as you swing open the door to your personal walk-in closets as lights chunk, 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 chunk down in the space as it opens up, and these are all the outfits you could put on. There is a palpable tension in the air because you need to avenge one of your dead colleagues, but also you need to look fresh to death.
He's just assless.
It's just ass.
Are we sure?
I mean,
Are we
he might as well be dead.
That was a
though,
grave
really.
injustice.
That's true. Listen,
And a
we can bring
robbery
him back
and an
here.
offense to all of the agents here at H.U.E.
Very true. Very true.
I had the robot bartender put that ass on ice. So if we get him back here fast enough, we can reattach that, and he'll be back on his ass in no time.
If you fuck with one of our asses, you fucked with all.
Fuck with all of our ass.
This is loud. Wow. Go like in your shot in the montage. What are you doing? Are you zipping something up? Are you putting a helmet on?
I take off my boysenberry outfit and put on something that looks identical, but it's my battle boysenberry outfit.
Ooh,
Yeah.
yes.
I agree. I feel like this montage is literally all of us just getting sexily undressed and then just dressing back in the same outfit.
For me, I'm mainly putting on different cufflinks, like for the whole 5-minute shot. I'm walking down. It's like one of them Ryan Reynolds perfume adverts, just like a long panning shot, cufflink, and then a different, and then I'm sort of adjusting the type flip, and then a different cufflink. But they're different like that.
I take the longest because I have to try on 4 different outfits and then go with the first one.
We're all just waiting in the
45
car.
minutes.
Sorry,
an
we're
ass
waiting in the
stand.
underground helicopter.
Yes,
Yeah.
there is there's shots of each of you walking sexily down to the helicopter while Salt is still trying on the third
Sexually
floor.
changing into I know the difference in the color gray suits. They are different. Before I
Yes.
find the perfect gray suit and bow tie, and then I will make it to the helipad.
Eventually.
You know this takes how long? You know this. This takes this long.
Do you like scamper up behind us in our slow motion?
Yes, just like, and then join the procession.
Oh gosh, and then there is kind of like a rumbling in the helicopter cockpit as the space kind of like is preparing for you guys to leave. A whole bunch of this big countdown lights that kind of clunk on, and it's like, warning, agents leaving on mission. Warning, agents leaving on mission. And there is like a cutaway to a different venue. It is currently like London Fashion Week, and there is a really elaborate kind of fashion show going on. And there's some fashion designer, Priya Westwood, is in the middle of demoing their collection. It's incredibly basic. None of you would like hold a candle to this shit. And they're all at the end of the runway, kind of like posing the final positions of their outfit. And then the entire room shakes, and the models are looking at each other confused, and the audience are looking at each other confused, and the runway starts to split in two as it pulls open. And models go sprawling across the floor. Wigs get caught into helicopter blades and chopped to shreds. Pamphlets get flung into the air with the sheer air currents as a helicopter rises from the floor, thoroughly ruining this garbage ass runway.
So sorry.
They look stunned, desperate at the ceiling. Who is this? Who could have possibly been across? Yeah, that's enough of that. Who could have possibly done such a thing? These glorious visions of fashion ascending as you all kind of peel outwards into the night.
Breaking through the glass.
Oh gosh, yeah, there's glass
Yeah,
everywhere.
It doesn't open. The catwalk
Never
at the top
opens.
bit. We never got that bit done.
We never got that fixed. Never.
Magically, everybody takes a severe amount of damage, but at the same time, nobody is hurt. It's like a Marvel movie where like something rendered through the chest, but there's like no blood. As you all kind of like vanish off into the night, and then eventually, you all like pull up. Well, you start the scene kind of transitions as you slowly descend into the kind of like large fountain-laden plaza outside the Velvet Circus Casino. Yeah, this'll do. Ooh, dang. Yeah. What? Yeah, everybody give me one interesting thing about the externality of the Velvet Circus.
More lions than you'd think. They are both velvet lions and real ones. Sometimes they cover the lions in velvet to confuse.
Ooh, yes.
I think the motif is like lion furries. Like there's a definite sexuality to all
Like
of the lion.
lion-headed
Yeah.
gods.
Yeah.
Like really sexy lions. Like
Tony the tiger, but a
like grown-up Simba.
like grown-up Simba.
I was thinking more kind of like they're in really elaborate lion head masks, but also in kind of like security bodyguard setup.
Yeah.
No sleeves though.
Wait, so the uniform is like a giant lion headpiece for every member of staff?
Yeah, but they make it work. It looks cool.
It looks very, very cool. I think they're like rather than it being realistic, they're kind of like artfully done, like low polygon style lion heads. They look really futuristic.
Almost like a bulletproof mask or something, or like a security helmet.
Make it out of actual gold.
Yeah,
Make it out of actual gold.
Everything is unfortunately trimmed with, accented with, or made of gold.
Oh, is that everybody?
I don't think Oz has said that.
Yeah. I think let's add something. What about the? I don't know what else to add here. I think we could do like.
What's the fountain situation?
The fountain situation? Oh,
how are the fountains?
God, my brain's in the gutter. I'm just like marble nudes. No, I don't want to do that. I think maybe we could do like the games here are all like super intense, high stakes.
Ooh, yes.
So like a intense sport.
Oh, like an extreme sport, you might say.
Extreme sport, you might say.
I think the games definitely run a kind of like life or death gambling kind of energy.
Gentlemen, the game is battle poker.
There is definitely something in the space between. I don't know how anime trash y'all are, but somewhere between like Kaiji to Kakegurui in terms of like, ooh, this could get intense if it needs to be.
Not trash enough, apparently.
Failing at a gamble here could be some serious, dangerous shit.
Okay.
Yeah. There's kind of like, ooh, what are you putting on the line? Is it money? Is it like man hours? Is it your soul? Who knows?
Your ass.
Is it your ass? Is it
probably
your ass?
It probably was for Corn Silk.
Probably was, yeah.
But yes, you all arrive. The helicopter lands, I think, unceremoniously atop the fountain.
Okay.
unless I can ask whether you want to kind of go for the big entrance or whether you want to kind of stealth your way in.
Why would we want to not slam into stuff now? Like, why start being careful now?
I don't want to impose that upon you, but yes, it's your choice as to where you would like the helicopter to land.
Please let us destroy this fountain.
Like that ass was destroyed. Slam right into this place.
There is, there's a hand. There's people dining al fresco. There's some really fancy restaurants near to the casino, and they're just kind of like you can see a beautiful power lesbian couple like having a spaghetti moment. Like they've got the other ends of the spaghetti and they're slowly pulling it together, and then there's. And the wind picks up and just covers all of this in marinara sauce. And this helicopter just trashes this fountain. It was
you really need to stop ruining the days of lesbians.
A really delicate.
It's the only way you can land a helicopter.
Damn it.
It was a really, really delicate, like almost gravity-defying balance of various elegant birds as the sculpture, like hummingbirds and peacocks, all gracefully stacked onto each other, carved out of stone. And now it's just dust, you fucking monsters.
Wet dust.
I definitely, as the water sprays, I use it to resculpt my hair and then step out.
If you didn't want to destroy the fountain, then you should have thought about that before you took Cornsilk's ass.
Goldenrod had already zip-lined down before there was even a touchdown. He just wanted to.
Oh yes, you absolutely abseil onto the scene. You watch this couple be pelted with sauce, and there's like a solid 3-second beat while they stare at each other, and then one just leans in and just licks an entire strip of marinara sauce off the other person's face, and they nod each other like, yes, that was also hot, and leave. So they're good. It's fine.
Goldenrod was holding one of the a pocket square for them, and they just walked past and was like,
No, it's good. They're good. They're having a fun time.
Ladies, before you leave, I we're members of an organization you may well enjoy, and slide over an Agents of H.U.E card just in case.
Okay, cool. We can do this. One of them is kind of like, oh, I see. And then the other one, like, kind of quickly pockets it and looks around and leans in real close to Azure and just you, Azure, and says, "Don't worry, Agent Seafoam is on the scene." And you see there's like a sparkle in her eyes as she makes eye contact with you of the deepest blue-green of the sea, and you know that she is also a member of the Agents of H.U.E.
Wonderful.
Somehow not briefed on the mission that you guys are here on.
She's just on a date.
Yeah. Off hours.
But the thing remains to be seen of how are we getting inside the casino?
I look. Don't worry. I'm very good at getting into places.
Shall we let Agent Salt take point?
Here's an idea. Let's Agent Salt.
Yes.
You penetrate in from the rear and see what you can find, whereas the rest of us can create a suitable distraction.
I
That sound
like
good?
how you think.
I like how you look.
Of course, it took 45 minutes to pick out the perfect suit.
Is this preamble for the sexy tension role? What role are we making here? Or is this?
I was just being nice to people.
No, it's just
Yeah, this isn't teamwork or anything. Like it might like.
Goldenrod, I think you look good too. Everybody's.
I just think it's important we support each other as agents.
And really, all of our asses are great.
Yeah, we've all put a lot of work in today, and I'm very proud of us.
Yes. I'll head around back.
Okay.
Before we go, group,
Yeah, go ahead.
Group kiss.
And that's when Greg just
die.
We just lost the guy. No, he's okay. Yeah. Okay.
No.
Well, I'll take that as a no. That's fine.
Greg just went around back.
Oh, he vanished. Sure. Just glancing at the chat just now, Macchiato just said that the bodyguards are also in tactical pants, which I'm reading as tactical hot pants, and yes, they are. They are also gold.
yeah.
Gold lame hot pants. They're still in the Agent Tuxedo top half, but hot pants underneath. It's important. But there are definitely two of them standing side by side at the front of this casino, looking hard and surly.
Well, you're looking hard and surly.
You're looking.
Are you guys on the list?
We're on the list.
Oh yeah? Under what name? I don't think I seen your kind round here before.
Well, we're very special.
Yeah, have you checked under H.U.E?
H.U.E.
Wow.
H-U-G-H? Our name is H.U.E.
H.U.E. agents.
Spies and...
What kind of fucking role is that?
Just confused, I think.
Yeah, I don't think there's much craft to that. So I
I guess at that point you could just say no.
no,
He's using an alias. It's just
yeah.
It's not
I think
H.U.E.
It's just an interesting approach. I don't think it's very elegant.
Just an alias which isn't there is the challenge.
Go and give me a fierce roll, please.
Oh no! Just
that was quite
just a
direct.
regular.
I think I would like a fierce roll for that. Please.
Okay. Yeah, that was
Ooh,
0
zero
successes.
successes. Ooh, rough. I'm afraid that H.U.E. agentman is banned from this venue. Not after the incident.
Well, are you talking about just now when we ruined Fountain?
Well, I can understand if there were other people that would like to go and use his membership. They are very exclusive, but I'm afraid if he was selling them to you, he's done you a misservice. He's banned. So,
Please,
afraid I can't let you in under his name, at least.
please don't listen to my friend Hugh.
Oh.
He's listen, I'm sure someone
I was using somebody else's name. That's not my name for sure. No, don't worry. Come on.
That was evident, darling. Don't worry.
Okay, I was trying to. Okay, well, here we are. Surely someone as strong, tall, leonine, muscular, bootylicious, and efficient as you doesn't need to bother about 3 little old guys in suits wandering in after landing a helicopter. I'd like to roll flattery.
Oh, yes.
And I give him.
It seems.
I give him a good old smile.
Yeah, give me a fabulous roll.
with my
and
teeth.
force counter successes because you are using your.
I'm using my flattery, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, just the one success.
Just the one
Hang on.
success.
I'm using my pride. Can I re-roll those two failures? Or was it one dice? Was it one dice?
You're
One die.
using your pride.
A big old smile with my big smiley
Oh,
teeth.
right. So you get a bonus dice, so roll one more.
Okay. No, Karen.
Ooh, hot luck. But that is a partial success. So I think they're on the hook. So they are kind of like, I bet you say that to all the casino bodyguards around. Or you're just trying to be or are you just interested in me specifically?
Oh, well, I love a man in a strange golden lion head. It's really, it radiates power. I find it, I find it a little bit threatening, but quite sexy.
Oh, yeah.
And while this is happening, I'm waving for the other two to go around.
Just keep going.
Just go. But it
Cool.
looks like I'm making like subtle jerk-off motions.
While the conversation, it's just so powerful and yet so intimidating, he says. Okay, cool. Meanwhile, what the Agent Goldenrod and Agent Boysenberry gonna do while this guard is distracted?
Distracted. Oh, Goldenrod is jumping off the side of the building. He's gonna rappel down into an open window.
Ooh, it's just gonna kind of go up.
Wait, did we park the helicopter? It wasn't on the rooftop, it was on the base.
No, you just parked it like basically in the fountain in the middle
Yeah,
of the
out
plaza.
front.
You just gave no
In
shit.
the plaza. Okay, great.
Yeah.
So then yes, I will rappel up. So I'm gonna yeah.
Oh, I'm just gonna use my my umbrella. That's also a helicopter, like a little tiny personal helicopter.
Ooh, you're spending your
Well, I
second
guess.
gadget point.
Looks like there was no need for me to talk to you in the first place.
Oh
No,
no!
it's all good,
This is
'cause
this
while
is
they're
just off
talking
to the side.
While they're talking to you, Agent Azure, they're not paying attention to stuff that's going on in the background. So
The
you're partial.
helicopter taking off.
Well, as I understand, if I'm understanding correctly, Agent Boysenberry is using their umbrella that is also a helicopter.
Yes.
I guess you guys are teaming together. I can see that being a teamwork role to ascend to the roof. So how do you make this group ascent sexy to kind of hedge your bets?
You know
First
how
one
when
to
you
the top.
when you like, you know how when you do like the belay stuff for climbing, like an indoor climbing gym or whatever, and it's impossible to hook on to the climbing thing without like sort of touching somebody's entire region. So that's what I have to do to Goldenrod to get him hooked up into my so he could repel from my umbrella. So I definitely just like kind of hem that one up, just like, all right, just getting you
Yeah.
sashed
The
up.
harnesses are very elaborate. The latest technology of both mountain climbers and the deepest, darkest nightclubs has gone into the design of these kind of like repelling harnesses that you two.
Which
It's definitely a
and this
leather
repelling harness. Yeah, it is a leather harness, and it is literally like part of my suit. That so I just like the medallion unclasps. That's part of the thing, and I just
it like spools out.
spools out.
That sounds like a gadget, yeah.
Yeah, I'm using
yeah.
a gadget point for that for sure.
Oh, absolutely. Yes, you're both rigged up. Okay, so who is taking point on this roll, and then we can work out all the dice bonuses.
I feel like Oz probably, right?
Yeah. Right?
Okay.
Yeah.
I think this is. Let's look at Oz's stats. You were kind of very direct in ascent to roof, so I'm cool with making this a fierce roll. You're using your extreme sports, so 4s will count as successes.
Okay.
There are also 2 gadgets involved, this propeller umbrella and your harness, so you can re-roll 2 failures.
Nice. All right.
Teamwork is good.
Yeah, let's re-roll 2 of those. 2 successes.
Okay, 2 successes. That's a full success. So, while Agent Azure is considering to flirt and faintly jerk off in front air jerk in front of this lion, you see like the depth of field shifts, and just you see in the background, y'all just hook each other up, clasp to each other as Agent Boysenberry holds out the umbrella, and you both kind of ascend reverse Mary Poppins style.
Yeah.
Just out of frame. Is Agent Salt okay? I should probably check on them.
And Goldenrod's
Greg
muscular body is like pressed up against Boysenberry's. They just like watch each other, like they're just like face to face while they're just ascending.
It's very romantic.
Yes.
Greg is getting like a bunch of Discord problems, so I don't know what we want to do about.
That's cool. We
could take a break. Ooh, wait. Did he come? Did he return? No, he dropped. Okay, let's take a break.
Yeah, this feels like a good time to take a break. Oh god.
Break.
We'll see you all.
We'll be back in like we'll make it a 10-minute. We'll make it a 10-minute break. All right, stay tuned, everyone, for more Agents of H.U.E. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Shadowcasters Network. We are playing Agents of H.U.E. today, and if you're noticing right now, no, we did not just have an outfit change. Today is a brand new day due to some technical difficulties we had when Discord crapped out on us. So for those of you on YouTube, you are watching both last week's episode and this week's episode crammed together into one video. So you're going to have to endure for just a few minutes us here on Twitch for our Twitch audience recapping what went on last week. So stay tuned. Turning it over to Nathan.
Hi, everybody. I am your game masked Nathan Blades in the house once again. That pun is terrible, but I'll keep saying it until someone arrests me. With me today, I have a wonderful group of talented tabletop RPG people. I mean, I've always dreamed of being surrounded by handsome men while they roll dice, and now I get to live out that fantasy again. With me, as always, we have once again Oz. Hello.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, we have Logan and Greg from Very Random Encounter.
Hi.
We also have the fabulous Grant Howard in the building once again.
Hello, we're all in the same building.
Indeed. That is how the internet works. So last time was an adventure. I had to stop mid-session to catch my breath because I was literally choking on how much you guys are making me laugh. So let's hope I can at least attempt to keep my shit together this time. Right?
Another fantasy fulfilled.
Yes.
That's what we're here for.
Oh, God. So yes, last time on the Agents of H.U.E. Actually, I'll let all of you introduce your own characters, their agent name, their passions, their flaws, and what they got up to last time.
Okay.
Let's start with show order on the screen. So let's start with Agent Goldenrod, Oz.
All right. Hello, everybody. My name is Agent Goldenrod. Real name is Rodrigo Rod Lobo. He is his spy skill is extreme sports. His pride is dead ass, and his insecurity is, do I look good right now? Am I doing this thing? Whatever it is. And so he's got Fierce 4, Fabulous 1, and he just unleashed a gadget from his medallion that was like straps that wrapped around Agent Boysenberry and himself so that they could fly off up the building using his umbrella copter. Yeah.
He's
a himbo.
Oh gosh.
Goldenrod's a himbo.
I mean, kind of everybody has a himbo deep inside of them somewhere. Let's not explore that.
I feel like I'm ultimate himbo right now. Like I'm very muscle bro. That's kind of my thing. So
ultimate himbo.
Speaking of another character that might have something of some himbo energy, we also have Agent Azure, played by Grant.
Hello. My name is Agent Azure, or Azure, or however you wish to pronounce it. My real name is Bishop Haphazard, but we won't be using that because this is a cool game with sexy fake names. My skill is that I'm flattering. Flattery will get me everywhere. I have great teeth, which is my pride. Spend a lot of money on those teeth. And my insecurity is I'm worried that I'm actually kind of dumb. Which is probably a fair insecurity to have. I'm too fierce, I'm too fabulous, and I'm pretty sure I just managed to charm my way into a casino, but I can't remember.
Yeah, you did. You managed to distract the guard outside, letting the other members of the crew enact their infiltration plans. So we're probably going to get a bit of an Ocean's 11 style cutaway from multiple locations in a little bit. Let's go to the next person, Agent Salt.
Yes, I'm Agent Salt. My real name is Randall Wood, but you can call me Randy. My spy skill is penetrating. My pride is my extreme attention to detail. But my insecurity is the fact that I have a glass jaw, so not in the face, please. I am Fierce 3, Fabulous 2, and after our incredible arrival, I've gone around back to find my way in.
Always finds a way in.
Yeah.
No club is safe. Finally, we have Agent Boysenberry.
Hello. I think my voice was about here. Agent Boysenberry definitely has, at least at some point today, had himbo deep inside of him somewhere. And
we weren't talking about last night.
You don't know my life.
I'm pretty sure we do.
Maybe you do. My real name is Barry Bach. I am an impeccably dressed mid-40s ginger bear guy with a bushy red beard and little white stripes down the side. My spy skill is disguising. My pride is my fur. It's just like face fur, chest hair. We got it all everywhere. My insecurity is that I don't take criticism well. So please don't, tell me I'm doing anything wrong. Please, I will cry. I've got Fierce 1 and Fabulous 4.
I definitely appreciate the insecurities that you all selected because they're really easy to exploit. It's very good.
We're definitely not working through some things.
No. Before we get into the game proper, I should probably talk about how the stream boss works in this game. So on this Twitch channel, we like to have a degree of audience participation, so please do yell in the chat if you would like a thing to kind of happen in the general scenery, if you'd like some NPCs wandering around. We also have the little stream boss, that's the HP bar down below in the center. Whenever you do stuff like donate bits and do other Twitch Funbucks things, it damages the stream boss. And then if you kill the stream boss, you are both a murderer and get to go and pair. I guess you get to put a ship into the world. This is a very romantic game for romantic people. So you get to suggest a pairing between one of these players and another character, whether that's another player or another NPC. So I'll run through a couple of the NPCs when we do the bit of a recap. And at the end of the session, the person who has the most pairing points, I guess, will get a special romantic cutscene at the end.
Yes.
So choose your ships wisely, I suppose. But yes, last time on the Agents of H.U.E, I was going to say last time on the Talent Agency, but that's a very different show. Last time on Agents of H.U.E, Agent Obsidian, the leader of the Agents of H.U.E, standing for Hunky Undercover Elites, by the way, had a very special mission for these four. It turns out that President Janelle Monáe had been kidnapped by the evil, dastardly Bryce von Segern. Bryce von Segern. Why did I give him a very difficult name?
He's a
Is it
villain.
with an S or a Z? That's Segern or Zegern?
Segern, Seggern, apparently. They like to also go as the Tamer of Mortals.
I
just so you
remember
know.
now.
Just so you know that they are entirely too much.
Lion themed.
One of our agents, Agent Cornsilk, decided to go investigate and was caught. This is very high tension, so I'm probably going to do something a little less funky and sexy like this for the recap. There we go. Let's find something. Cool sneak. Let's see. No.
Ooh. Oh.
I make sure to like give each song a little code, just to like this is a mood.
Yeah, here we go. This is the mood. This hand dancing is the mood. There we go. Energy. So yes, Agent Cornsilk, another member of H.U.E, was on the case, but they were caught by the Tamer of Mortals. And to send a message, they sent back a box to the agents with Agent Cornsilk's buttocks inside. After some close inspection of the buttocks, the agents decided to investigate. They arrived outside a casino known as the Velvet Circus, the last known location for Agent Cornsilk, in a helicopter, destroying a fountain, ruining 2 people on a date, although it turns out that one of the people on the date was the mysterious Agent, Agent Seafoam was her name. There's a wide variety of genders at the agents here. They were all incredibly queer, but yes. That's the only requirement for getting in. You just need to identify.
0 proficiency exam.
Basically.
We're the best of the best. I don't know what you're talking about.
But each of the agents on the scene had a way to kind of enact their plan. So I think because a handful of things happened sort of simultaneously and there was a disconnect, I'm going to kind of like have a little bit of a reversion of it. So there's a shot of all of you in a huddle together discussing your plan, which is essentially the last actions that you took before we went for a break. So one of you is like, all right, here's the plan. And then there's a bunch of different cutaways, Ocean's 11 style, as you enact those things. I'll let whoever take point on the here's the plan guy.
I don't think Boysenberry would be the here's the plan guy.
Okay, here's the plan.
No.
You, Salt,
Yes.
use your curiously named agent skill to go and sneak around the back. Now, you, Boysenberry,
Yeah.
use your cool umbrella and make it go helicopter so you can go up to the top. Now,
I'm on.
Goldenrod, I know what you're thinking. How am I going to go to the top? Don't worry. There's a secret tool hidden in your medallion, and when you push it, it just makes you hug someone a lot. Not sure why you bought it, but it's very useful for this situation.
I know exactly why I bought it.
Okay.
We all know why.
Yeah.
I have
Meanwhile,
intimacy issues.
A button that hugs people. That sounds wonderful. What's not to like?
Just, you know what? I'm sorry, I wasn't thinking about it. It's a really good spy kit tool for bringing people in.
We forgive you.
Thank you. I'm sorry. I'm still working through a lot of things. I forgot what my voice sounded like last week.
Do you need a hug?
Yeah, and I push right up against the medallion.
It just bear hugs you into me.
Oh, this is nice.
Yes. You feel that? It just keeps tightening, just making sure you get like optimal hug pressure.
3D printed.
We're like face to face. It's like
I'm overwhelmed by our aftershave. I can barely smell anything else. People outside the casino are starting to look, but it's okay. I don't mind. And I say, pushed right up against you. I'm gonna really mess up talking to the guard and fail my roll, but it doesn't matter.
You got a partial success on that roll, friend.
Okay.
It was the linchpin to letting everybody actually sneak away unnoticed. So you did it.
Okay.
You're good.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'll act as a distraction, and then we'll work out what goes on after I charm that big hunk of God over there. Now, how do I turn this thing off? I think some of my lungs are starting to deflate.
He, Goldenrod reaches around you and just like really presses you in. And it all just like snaps back.
Well done.
Thank you.
I do believe there was a group kiss last time.
Yes.
So I guess that also
Break.
still occurred.
Yeah, that's our ready break, right?
It's like, I'm trying to think like what kind of kiss it is. Is it like a really sensual close kiss, but there's 4 of us? Or is it like all of us kissing each other like we're just handing each other our lunch? Like, off you go. See you inside.
I think it's like a midway point. Like, I don't think we use tongue, but
No.
Yeah, I mean,
I agree.
tongue is
I mean,
for closers. You
yeah,
have to see
We'll work up the tongue in Act 2.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but definitely, it's definitely a 4-way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All, lips, all 4.
Lips,
Yes.
all 4 ways.
Absolutely.
Mwah. And break.
Love you guys.
it was a thing of beauty. So yeah, then there's a bit of like a fast motion as we reconvene to at the front of the Velvet Circus Casino with Agent Azure having chatted up the guard. I think it was relatively nasally and kind of like, oh no, are you really interested in a guy like me? He's wearing a massive like tactical helmet shaped like a low poly lion head.
Yeah.
Which,
Yeah.
you know,
Yes.
pretty dope, to be honest.
Pretty cool.
Also, all these bodyguards, while they're kind of wearing like agent tuxedo top half, they're still wearing golden tactical hot pants. Thank you, person in the chat who suggested that.
Are the
on bottom.
tuxedos gold as well?
I mean, they're black and white in my head, but they can absolutely be gold if you wanna.
Definitely
Maybe
all
gold
why not? Yeah.
accents. Yeah.
Yeah, certainly.
Yeah, it's got the trim around the edges and everything. Isn't
A
it?
golden
It's very
pocket
lovely.
square or something.
Very tasteful and very form-fitting.
Very restrained.
Very
Yes.
restrained.
Modest.
All of the modesty.
Modest evening wear. But yes, the guard is like, well, I have been looking for an opportunity to have a go at one of the games inside, but it's a 2-player game only. So, are you offering to be my partner?
I'd love to be.
Wow.
Let's go.
And,
I will grab his hand and confidently walk off despite not knowing where the game is.
He's kind of like march straight inside.
Just smash cut to a utility cupboard where I'd misread the signs and thought he wanted a hand job. Oh no! You thought 2-player went. I've misunderstood. To the casino floor.
I mean, maybe if you win,
If we both win.
Well.
Oh, it's not cooperative. Competitive hand jobs? I haven't done that since boarding school. I'm in.
And with that, you definitely march onto with confidence onto the casino floor. I think we can get a brief description of the interior before we kind of like cut away to where everything else is going. It seems that a decent number of the games are based in standard casino games, and then they have like a more elaborate twist on it that is both dangerous and circus themed. So for example, there is a gigantic roulette wheel that somebody is kind of pinned up to, and somebody's throwing knives, and what the numbers that are being hit are the numbers that appear up on the roulette.
Love it.
That kind of vibe. So everybody have a bit of a think of a way to go and make a casino game both circus themed and dangerous, and we'll account
I've got it.
later on. Oh yes, sit on that. We'll come back to it. Meanwhile, I think let's see what Agent Salt is doing. Let's check your infiltration methods. So you've gone sneaking around the back.
I've gone sneaking around the back, and I'm assuming it's like an alleyway around back.
Yeah. There's definitely.
So this reminds me of the architecture of a club I used to go to in the 80s called Suds and Studs. It was a laundromat, a disco, and a gay bath. All of it.
Oh,
And there
wow.
was always a back entrance to get out in case the police showed up. And I'm staring at the wall trying to remember the code and the brick you push to open up the door.
Very good.
Somewhere over.
I think round the back there are two concierge is just like on a break. They also have lion head helmets, but they are less aggressive looking than the guards, and they have removed them and placed them very carefully on the ground and are having a vape break round back. And they have not noticed you yet. Oh yeah?
Does everyone in this universe vape instead of smoking? I'd like that.
Yeah.
Kind of seems on brand.
Yeah.
I am going to attempt to just sneak past. Like, are they sitting by like a propped open door? Like, did they put a can in the door so the emergency door doesn't shut up? Or
I think you seem to have you set into motion the fact that this is a hidden door.
Yeah.
And I like that. So,
all right.
They know how to get back in, so the door is closed, but you can tell that this is a featureless alleyway otherwise, aside from some trash cans, and they're having a vape break out here. How would they get back inside on short notice? But they haven't noticed you yet.
Okay. I think I am going to attempt to paying like attention. Like, I remember from way back when which brick it was supposed to be, and I'm going to like wait until I'm very keen on their movements and wait until like they've just taken in a big inhale and exhaled out to create a vape fog around them, and then slide it, hit the button,
Like firing in
slide
time with the thunder.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I think you're being careful and crafty here. So I think this is a fabulous roll for you to get the precise timing to sneak your way in. So go and give me a fabulous roll. Because you're using your attention to detail, I think that's a bonus die.
Nice.
All right. So 3.
Nice.
Ooh,
not good.
successes.
Well, actually, if you were using your spy skill, that means 4s count as successes. Oh wait, no, that's your pride. Never mind.
I think getting inside the building is definitely going to be something to do with penetrating. I mean, you could have something to do with penetrating with these guys too. It's up to you, friend. But for now, your attempt of trying to sneak past while they're mid-vape, instead you just get a cloud of what flavor is this vape juice? Like
Lion.
cayenne acai berry. Like, it's basically pepper spray, the intensity of this cloud. And it gets
Guys are
you
hardcore.
fully in the
Love
face.
to breathe cayenne pepper.
With acai berry.
Yeah.
It tames a man.
My
Bryce
boy.
insists that all of his employees smoke nothing but pepper spray.
I will look at both of them and cough and be like, "That's a spicy mix."
I think it probably comes up. That's a spicy mix. But yeah, they then both put their vapes down. They look at, they kind of remove the vape and slowly turn. Hello there. They've got very elegant movements, but their voice is very deep and kind of a bit cockney in it. So, what are you doing around these parts?
Seeing where the real action is.
Well, if you're into some real action, you need to maybe go around the front door. Because that's where the entrance to the casino is.
That's where all the gambling takes place.
I'm not that into gambling.
Well, It's a bit dicey standing around here in a dark alley with two burly concierge types. Is that the kind of risks you like to take?
Don't you know it?
I'm wondering how this escalates in a way. I think both of them simultaneously crack their knuckles, like they have the exact same animation. Well, we're about to go back on the floor. Yeah, no, it turns out they both crack their knuckles. You see them like flex, and you're like, hey, this is like a circus casino. They're not going to be like strongmen or something, are they? And then one of them winds up to go for a punch.
I'm trying to like aim. Like,
just kind of swirling their fist.
Yeah, so I'm trying to like line myself up to where I know the button is supposed to be, and then I'll duck at the last minute so they punch the button open, and then I'll dash through the door that I know.
Hell yeah! Okay, that sounds good. Let's go and make this high energy for some combat jazz. Let's see. Where we at? Action sneaky. Neutralize the threat. This goes. This. Yeah, there we go. Got some proper 70s guitar there. There we go. Yeah, go and give me a fabulous roll. Are there any other modifiers you'd like to?
I think this would be fair because I'm trying to avoid it with speed.
Ah, yes. Okay. No, that seems fair to me. Go give me a fierce roll, my friend.
All right. Yeah.
Partial success. So you succeed, but something still kind of sucks about this, I guess.
I mean, I have an idea of what happens.
Okay, go for it.
So he punches and hits the button, and the door opens, but the other one tackles me through it. So I'm still intertwined with the other one, but I'm through the door, but I have definitely not gotten away from these two.
Yes, absolutely. You go head over heels rolling into the kind of like back end of the casino. There's kind of janitorial stuff. It's all the back corridors. It's nowhere near as fancy as the main lobby, but you are definitely inside backstage. And I think while you kind of roll in, the camera like pans up through a couple floors internally of the building, and then we hit the roof as Agent Goldenrod and Agent Boysenberry reverse Mary Poppins their way.
Oh, the old reverse Mary Poppins.
Back onto the roof.
This is the first time I've ever gone up on a guy.
Very good. There's plenty of tall buildings in this neck of the woods. This building is not as tall, so there's other kind of tall buildings surrounding, and there's kind of like, elaborate kind of glass pyramid skylight. There's a water tower and other cliche American rooftop things.
Excellent.
Yes. So when we just like start making our touchdown onto the roof, Goldenrod goes, "Well, it was a pleasure to go up on you."
Can you do the hug thing? This is very tight.
There's actually an emergency release mechanism as well. And he like goes in to kiss you, and then the sound of the kiss is activated. It just pops that off as well.
Man, you've got such problems with intimacy. Just in case I accidentally kiss someone. I love it.
Let me go.
The Q agent, who I think is going to be Agent Eggplant. The fact that they made this to spec, you requested this gadget from them, and they're like, I understand the I understand why you could use this in the field, but released by kissing? Like, seriously? That seems a little, I don't know, crossing boundaries? Well, who am I kidding? This is the agents of H.U.E. None of us actually really understand those kind of boundaries. But still, just don't use it at the Christmas party.
Hey, I know what guys want. This is awful. No, that's no, God. No, X card right now. Goldenrod says, don't worry, I have plans. Super vague statement. We'll just keep it. God.
No, it's been used.
Non-problematic plans.
It's been used in a chain of consensual belay repelling dates.
Oh yeah. I forgot how we had a long conversation earlier about what we would and wouldn't do, and one of the things that you said was, if we need to exit, is it okay if I kiss you? And I said yes.
We filled out that form. I remember.
You guys, you've been collectively working as team members for a reasonable period of time. You're basically in a big elaborate polycule at this point. It's fine.
Really like the idea that you've used the mechanics of Blades in the Dark there to flash back to a previous scene, but it was us filling out a consent form for BDSM rather than like packing a gun. Mm-hmm. Anyway, I like that.
I'm glad I have you all to cover me right now.
Rooftop.
Anyway, yes. So after like pulling away, and letting you go, says, "All right, shall we?" What is around here? I assume there's a door, staircase, elevator.
Yeah, there's a kind of like standard keypad locked door to get inside, or key card, either or. It's a digital lock. There's a big glass pyramid skylight. There is a water tower.
Okay. Skylight, yeah.
Okay, I think I'm gonna use my third gadget point to take off my bowler cap and lay it down on the pyramid thing, and it's like a 3D printer, except it carves out a nice little hole for us in the top of the glass.
Scores a hole into the glass that you can very Catwoman to just pop it out. Nice. That's pretty crafty. I think that's a fabulous roll.
All right.
Because you've used a gadget, you can re-roll one of your failures.
Dang, my fabulous is 4, so again, I don't have. I am using my spy skill, right? No, I'm not.
You're using one of your gadgets. So you're re-rolling one of your failures on the other side. So go roll another d6 for the 4. Oh, Reen, you're already at 2 successes. It might be a crit.
Yeah, and I can re-roll a thing, so I'm just gonna re-roll 2 more. Okay, I've got 4 total successes.
Super crit.
Damn.
It's a new skylight.
So what do you want to happen? Go take the spotlight here.
Oh man. I guess I need more information about what this looks down onto. Like,
I mean, I think that's under your control now.
Oh, geez. Okay.
Yeah, I tend to do crits in games that I have where basically you get to just control what's going on because you did well. So yeah.
All right. Well, if I was the boss of a casino, I would make sure my office was right under that cool looking skylight. So I think we just go straight into the office of the man.
Bryce von Segan. Yeah. Yes, absolutely. All right. Let's see. They are there. I think. They are currently in the middle of what is his hobby? Let me go and look at the list of. Okay, yeah. They are currently in the middle of giving one of their pet lions a bath. So they're just kind of like scrubbing it down. The lion is just loving it, just rolling around, having the fun old time. Bryce has currently got like big kind of rubber gloves and an apron on while they're in the middle of cleaning, and they're just kind of having a fun time and don't notice the fact that you've snuck in.
So wait, Bryson, it sounds like uses he, they pronouns?
Yes, indeed.
Okay, cool. All right. I mean, it's on you now.
Yeah, so Goldenrod. Well, no, we don't want to umbrella chopper our way in. Okay, so then Goldenrod is going to use a gadget point as well to remove his shoe.
Okay. I mean, you don't need to point to do that. You can just
take it off.
Yeah.
Listen, buddy, these shoes are on real tight.
I understand. Get a little bit more comfortable, sure.
Reroll that dice.
Yeah. So he's gonna remove the shoe. The shoe, like, just pops out these like grappling hook things that he just like goes ahead and places on the side, and it comes out with like a spool of cable, so that we can line descend.
Please say that's the shoestrings, right? Like we.
The shoestrings. Thank you. Even better. Yeah, the shoestrings just like start extending.
I like the idea of you rappelling in upside down like Spider-Man.
Yes.
And just, nice.
Yes.
Yeah, they ain't noticed you yet. I don't think you need to roll for anything, but that is now a gadget you have that you can reuse at any time that you want to do something with a risk of failure. But yeah, they are just busy cleaning a lion, as you do on a Sunday night.
I feel kind of weird interrupting this. It seems really cute.
I would like to not interrupt it.
Okay.
It's a very powerful looking lion.
Wait. Okay, pause. Hold on. Wait. It's been a week or more? How long has it been? Anyway.
About a week, yeah.
Yeah. What are we doing?
So it turns out that Bryce von Segan, aka Tamer of Mortals, has kidnapped President Janelle Monáe.
Yeah.
You don't really know why, and somebody has been looking into it, Agent Cornsilk, that
desecrated his buttocks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're looking in on the last known location, and it seems that Bryce, the person who kidnapped Janelle, is here. However, and I think this could be either in flashback diegetically in this, or just me just randomly reminding you. Masterminds cannot be defeated until you work out what their insecurity is.
All right. Well, is their laptop like around, or?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna go see. Like, what's up? Like, I just want to find any information about why they've kidnapped Janelle Monáe.
There is they have like in the early 2000s, there was those Mac computers that had the kind of like translucent colored shell casing that look vaporwave as fuck. It's one of those, but they've kind of like replaced all the parts inside to make it quite a powerful PC. It seems they believe in the aesthetic quite heavily. But yeah, there is definitely one there. Give me a fabulous to sneaky hack. Is there anything that you have or can do to make it an easier time on yourself?
Well, I've got disguising, so I feel like I have, like just like a USB drive of like some Trojan stuff that conceals the fact that I'm trying to break in. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, actually, maybe there's like a fingerprint lock on this kind of thing, and you've got the kind of like fingerprint falsifying stuff to be able to do that. That seems. I'm on your side. I'm a good GM.
You spy his thumb while he's washing the lion, and very quickly craft one out of wax.
Yeah.
Okay, go give me a fabulous roll, since you're using your super spy skill. Disguising 4s also count as successes.
I have 4. These macros were not made they're not ready for my jelly. I do have 2.
That's a full success. So yeah, you do the thing without them noticing you. What is on this computer? I am very willing to kind of take some suggestions from chat about other things you find, and I can kind of work them back into your information
What's
later.
this most recent Facebook chat?
What's he bidding on eBay?
I think there is a current like IM dialogue going on between himself and President Monáe. President Monáe is being currently there's just a whole bunch of messages where she's like, the fuck, man, why you like this? And he's all like, "Mwahaha! I have you in a room with a Faraday cage around it, so if any of your robot guards try to get you, they'll be electrically deactivated. I cannot easily defeated. Blah 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 blah." However, if you
they seem to have elaborated their own plan to Janelle Monáe in these chats. Do you want to come read this?
Yeah, he Goldenrod skims over it. What was the name of that album? Arcandroid. Oh my God, they've disabled all the Arcandroids. He's figured out a way to get past them all.
Yeah, it seems if any of her robot guards try to show up, they'll just fry themselves trying to get inside the hotel room that she's being kept in. He does also say, however, if you would like any snacks or drinks or coffee, I can go and supply this for you. I'm not a monster, lol. And she's like, yeah. It seems she has recently placed an order for what did Janelle Monáe even fucking eat? I don't know.
Like a bowl full of only one flavor of Skittle or something?
Pink.
Yeah. Bowl of pink Skittles, like one of the limited edition flavors that's currently out of season. Bryce is like, I'll see what I can do. It doesn't seem that has particularly arrived yet, but it seems that President Monáe is awaiting her Skittles.
Maybe we could disguise ourselves as the folks creating those Skittles. Disguise ourselves as Skittles.
Real small.
We'll need to intercept the Skittles. Otherwise, we won't be able to get past.
Yeah. All right. So that's our next plan.
Yes.
All right. That sounds good.
All I know is this Bryce, he's walking a tightrope. Bad joke. So Goldenrod is going to
all of that in character as well. All of that in character.
Of course.
Got it. But I got it too late. But
it was good. I would have just takes me a minute.
This is a very serious situation.
Yeah. Just takes me a minute.
Yeah.
Jesus. But yes.
Yeah, so Goldenrod, though, is going to, behind the desk, he looks around the desk. He's like in a lungy kind of squatty position, so his butt's looking good. And looks at this lion and says, I can get you past him.
Ooh.
Do you trust me?
Okay.
Yeah. Yep, let's go.
You're only going to have a few seconds to get past him.
Oh, all right.
Because I assume, I'm just basically thinking, the door out is near the lion, and we're not going to be able to,
that seems good. That sounds good. Yeah.
So, Goldenrod just, goes into a sprinting lunge, and he's going to, just try to mount the lion, and just basically trying to create a distraction for Boysenberry to get through.
Okay, cool. So, this is definitely a fierce roll.
Yeah.
It's definitely extreme.
Yes.
However, this lion is in a bath full of soapy water, and you are in a very well-maintained outfit. So, you might get drenched, and then you won't look cool.
You won't look good.
I won't look good. I won't look good.
So this is a fierce roll. Oh no, we're locked in. This is happening.
Yeah.
So you're making a fierce roll. Okay. With a dice penalty, it's at 3, but 4's count as successes because it's extreme sports is your secret spy skill.
Yes. So 3 dice. 4's count as successes. Okay, here we go.
Beep. With attention. Yes! Sorry. This is a really, really good time for this to kind of cut away. You kind of do a running leap towards this lion.
Yeah. And I just like fall right into the bathwater under the lion.
There's a big splash
drenched.
of water, and you there's like a shock. It does the camera cuts round backwards so you can see the face of Brace like looking in shock, and then out of frame a ton of water washes over them, and there's like a 2-second beat. God! And with that, we kind of like cut back into the casino.
God, Goldenrod's a dingus.
Let's cocktails casual. No, too casual. Yeah, there we go. So we're on the casino floor. This lion-headed guard is on your arm as he like kind of shows you around the space. You're like, yes, the kind of summarized of the explanation that we kind of had before. Lots of games, they have circus themes. They're kind of dangerous. If you lose the game, you're involved in the next round, but you won't be playing. That's not the voice. You won't be playing. And you see the roulette wheel, that's also the knife throwing. Somebody loses their chips, and then they're like, oh, and two of the kind of staff take them by each arm, strap them up to the wheel. It starts spinning as the next round of the game begins.
What a weird casino. Why would anyone want to gamble here?
I
want to gamble here. Sorry. I want to make that clear.
When you're among the rich and powerful, you feel so powerful that nothing could touch you. So they go for the thrill of their lives instead. After all, if they should happen to become injured or require replacements, they can just buy some commoner and replace any lost limbs. It's that easy.
Of course, that's how limbs work. I remember.
That's how rich people work, or something. I didn't know.
Yes. You're pretty sure you can just staple them on. I remember. Oh look, that lion over there is playing poker.
It's an actual lion. Yeah.
The lion is dealing cards. And it's very dangerous in as much as it doesn't really understand what's going on and it'll maul you. Now tell me more about this 2-player game. I'm champing at the bit to play it.
Oh yes, it is. Let's see. Yes, it's
Street Fighter 2.
It's like it's basically Liar's Dice. There you go.
Liar's Dice. Okay. I think I skipped through the minigame in Red Dead. I reckon I could work it out. Yeah.
Perfect. We're not going to go through the rules because we're not going to actually play it. But hey.
Hey, cool.
The dice are explosives.
Oh. You go over.
It's Liar's Dice, but you're hooked up to one of those polygraph machines and some sort of electrocution device.
You tell a lie, and then you have to like.
No, it's definitely
you have to
straight.
fake the polygraph.
Yeah.
Also, a lion is there.
Yeah. There are lions everywhere. They are lion-headed guards. There are real ass lions. There are robot lions. They have gamut. It's a big, broad range.
Lion bartender. It
seems that these lions are all very, very well trained and quite competent.
They're very. I mean, they can make a martini. It's not a great martini, but they can make a martini. Huh? That's pretty good for a lion.
It's a novelty. It's a novelty.
Yeah. I would like to play Liar's Dice with this guy, but I would like to use it as an opportunity. I would like to my sunglasses that I've been wearing this whole time just flick into cool glasses. So I'm not wearing sunglasses indoors; they're just normal glasses. But what I'm doing is scanning through the walls for any large amounts of Skittles. After I heard it come through
over the intercom. Indeed.
Of the intercom, yeah. So. Which is neither fierce nor fabulous. So what I'm gonna do is flirt outrageously with him and the lion, as to try and distract from my glasses, which are going like bloop 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 bloop. I'm sorry, I just do that sometimes when I'm really horny.
Who doesn't?
Yeah, you start a round of Liar's Dice. There are two croupiers that run the game, they are, and because they also have to have a circus theme, they are twin sword jugglers. One male, one female, wearing kind of like mirror image asymmetric masks. And they part of the game is that, you know, in addition to throwing knives and juggling the knives as part of the deal, they throw the dice at reasonable speed into the cups that then slam down in front of you, and you get to see what's inside. So it's a big show of how the dice are put in. It's like a whole bit. It's all
the whole thing.
But yeah, they throw these dice at alarming speed into the cups before they slam down.
And then they start beeping, right? Because they're explosive, so you have to like lie on a timer.
Oh, yeah. After 30 seconds, these dice cease to exist. So bet while you can, you fools. But yes, the first round kind of goes off. You intentionally bet a little slow, and your dice explode into sparks, and it's all very how entertaining. But also you flirt relentlessly, I guess. While that goes, what's your flirty one-liner when these dice explode in a shower of sparks?
This isn't the only thing to explode all over my face and neck tonight.
Going in. Okay.
I don't know.
Let's.
Is that how you flirt?
Yeah, as far as I'm told. Agent Azure, go give me a fabulous roll. 4's count as successes because you're flattering.
Okay. Partial.
Yeah. Your guard, Date, and the lion don't notice, partially because it's lion and doesn't really know whether glasses are supposed to beep or not. However, the two croupiers stop what they're doing and just kind of like strut over to your space, like in front of you, back to back, and stare you straight in the eyes and be like, "Those glasses seem incredibly interesting. How about you come with us and tell us more?"
Don't worry, it's just because my eyes are behind them. But I'd be happy to accompany you to any utility closets you like.
Where we have in mind is maybe a little bit more interesting than your garden variety closet.
A garden closet? Do you mean a shed?
This isn't a roll, so you're like worried if you're kind of dumb. Insecurity.
I've never pulled off two guys in a shed before, but I'm willing to try.
One guy, one lady, in fact, that are currently talking to you, but they're like, no, we do insist that you come with us immediately.
Oh, I see. Is this actually a polite security shakedown that I'm just willfully misinterpreting?
Yeah.
No, this is all in character.
Right, sorry.
I see. Very good. Why didn't you say? Before I do that, though, I'd love to go and pop to the Skittle bathroom. Did I see the Skittles? Because I get partial success. Did I find like a large concentration of Skittles?
You do definitely see a kind of like. There are multiple. You catch multiple rooms in the back. One that seems to be basically the kind of kitchen / storage space, and there's a whole bunch of different types of food there, including really expensive shit. There seems to be a couple of like rooms that are like beds. You can stay in them, even though this isn't a hotel. There's one room that shows up blank. You can tell it's a room, but there's clearly something that's preventing X-ray specs and similar from being able to penetrate.
A protective field of Skittles.
The Skittles may be in there. After all, they are very exclusive.
I'm going to put down a waypoint on my map by looking at the thing, which marks it for the other agents to go. Don't worry about all that Skittle stuff I was saying. It's unrelated. Let's go to a back room for that. Let's go to a back room where you can give me a dressing down.
They like lazily flick a knife between them without looking at it. Absolutely, come with us, sir. Meanwhile, at the very like in the back space. You have continued to kind of cartwheel head over heels for the past 5 minutes with this guy, Agent.
It's all in real time.
Yeah.
It's like up a flight of stairs.
Down a flight of stairs.
Yeah.
It's very
like
Austin Powers.
I'm
just
very controlling my way through through the hallways that I know. Like we just keep rolling.
No, that's not high energy enough. Let's get some action. Deadly chase. Yeah, of course. You cartwheel through like a kitchen area. It's a whole lot of things. You do, however, eventually come to a stop where you then square up against them. Where are the two of you? You're somewhere in the back.
I think that we are back where like all the dressing rooms are and where people change for any performances. Mm-hmm. Or just because you have to change for your next game. Like there's like I can see after this, what to my left there's a room with a bunch of lion heads in it, and then there's like the green room, and then there's like a room that's got like the catering for the staff, which isn't very good, and so we're sort of like in the hallway.
There's lots of racks of clothes that are kind of scattered about full of costumes, so there's a variety of things in the way, but he is currently squaring up against you. Got the whole kind of like dukes up kind of thing. He does definitely look quite strong. And actually, yeah, one of the kind of like assistants comes by with an outfit. It's kind of like the strongman onesie, like it's a full one-piece form-fitting in like black and white stripes. And she's like, your wardrobe change is available for when you're back on stage. Not now, I'm in the middle of a noble duel. The gentlemanly duel. There we go. That's the correct term of phrase. And is putting his dukes up at you, Agent Salt. What's good?
I'm going to hold up a finger and go, I forgot that I was also out there to vape real quick. So let's just have a quick puff and then we can get back. And I'm going to pull out from my pocket like a vape pen. And then I'm going to blow stunning gas into their faces.
It's a knockout vape pen.
It's a knockout vape pen.
Is that your last gadget? I think
that's
that might
my
be your
first gadget. I haven't used it.
You've not used your gadgets yet? Oh, absolutely. All right. That's pretty crafty, you cheating bitch. Go and give me a gadget roll. And you get to re-roll one of your failures. All right. So go roll another d6, friend. Okay. So that's a partial success. It works in that you blow a ton of vape into the room, but it's too much, and it starts to spread across the entire space. So this guy goes down, the kind of person who is about to assist goes down, and you're like, I don't have a rebreather on me. I probably shouldn't stay in here too long.
Yeah, I'm gonna like take a dash into the room with all the lion heads and trust that their security lion heads have filter masks in them because this is a common occurrence. And I'm gonna dash in there and quickly throw on a lion's head to try to.
You just cram a lion's head on yourself, and you're now technically in something of a disguise.
You should put on that costume that lady brought out.
Yeah, well, once I'm safe inside and I'm breathing fine, I will go and grab the costume and start changing.
Just put it on over your giant lion head.
Yes. I'm imagining it's just a suit that you step into and then zip up.
Yeah, zip up in the back. There you go. Straightforward. So you're now disguised.
And then
Boysenberry's job. Somewhere Boysenberry sneezes.
I mean, it's not a good disguise, trust me. And then I'm going to.
Are you disguising without me?
No, never.
I can see that. I can see it on the map.
No. So I'm going to like.
Salt, we talked about this. You have to let Boysenberry disguise himself first, otherwise it gets out of whack.
I'm fighting a lion.
Yeah.
Well, hold on.
Yeah, this is wild.
Yeah. And then I'm going to like.
Yeah, this is crazy, guys.
If I can access I'm going to like look through the mask and see if I can notice anything that looks like a comm system or a display that like interconnects all the lion's heads. So I'm going to try to gather all the information I can while inside this lion's head.
Yeah, it seems that there is some kind of group Skype that all the lion heads are kind of like connected to. In addition, it's mostly kind of used as a to-do list so they can silently ping for people to be wherever. You get a report that there was a suspicious person on the floor with suspicious glasses and they are being handled by the Flamberge twins. Is apparently their name. They weren't given before. You also get an alert for all guards to go up to the Tamer of Mortals' office for an urgent matter, although it doesn't specify what.
I am going to attempt to put a new task at the top of the list that says vital Skittles delivery out front, clear debris of destroyed fountains so Skittles truck can arrive. and like put all very important, all staff, like switch the priorities to that top.
Okay.
Stop defending me from that lion.
This feels again like some sneaky subterfuge. Give me a fabulous roll to hack this message into chat. That is 0 successes. Failing doesn't mean you don't just do it. Something terrible happens instead. I'm open to take suggestions of the message that Agent Salt actually sends.
While we do, is it okay if we do like a quick 5-minute break? Because I want to reset the call. We're like looking really laggy.
Ooh, okay, that's good.
That's probably my computer.
If we can wrap up the scene and then take the break if that's okay.
Sure.
So I guess the message that you send instead either comes through garbled or is misinterpreted.
How about man seen wearing fake outfit with lion head on, very suspicious, please investigate, and he basically reports himself?
There's like some kind of access pin. It seems that this particular lion head requires like voice activation, and you try a handful of different like voice passwords. And which what voice passwords do you say? Like, what unlocks a lion head? These feel like
I just go lion, lion, lion.
And by that point, it's like summoning lions to your location.
Yeah, once it says that, I'm gonna trust that the smoke is clear. I'm gonna run down the hallway and drop the lion head behind me as I get out of the smoke.
I don't think it comes off now.
Yeah, you're now running around with a big lion head on.
All right.
That seems like the appropriate level of high tension disaster. There's no health in this game, so making risky choices that are bad for you are good until it feels appropriate that you feel that you want to exit in a blaze of gay glitter and glory. But while lions are being summoned to your location, we'll be taking a 5-minute break.
Thank you. All right.
It takes a while for the lions to arrive.
Stay tuned.
And we're back. The lions have arrived. Jesus. Because I think that was a good point about lions being summoned to your location. There may be lions in your area.
Start the music. Lion summoning music.
Yes, what is lion summoning music? That's a very good.
Just search for lion summoning; it'll show up.
There is one here that's being tagged as ballsy in the fun section. Let's hear what that sounds like. No, not that.
It's a very particular kind of lion.
Actually,
it
this
kind of
is.
got there.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, there we go. It's a bit chasey. It's a bit high pressure. It feels like battle music, and in fact, that is exactly what is currently happening. We have a very sudsy Agent Goldenrod, and Agent Boysenberry, who I guess is in a position to try and escape or help their fellow agent, up against Bryce von Segern and a motherfucking lion.
Well, I see Goldenrod struggling because now he doesn't look fabulous. And I'm like, Goldenrod, don't forget, we can montage into bathing suit mode.
Yes.
We're already sudsy, so...
Yeah, no. I was thinking the same thing.
Obviously, my entire suit is tearaway, so I just... And
Yes.
then I'm in a Speedo.
Beautiful.
Yeah, no, same. Goldenrod's totally gonna do that. He's just gonna go and just rip it off. And now he's just like himbo body, Speedo, and just like wet and sudsy. He still has his medallion on and his shoes, and his glasses. So I think that's big. Oh, and his like jewelry.
His cane.
So
Yeah,
and his
yeah.
cane. Yeah. Oh man, I almost forgot about that cane. So yes, so his plan is he's going to activate his medallion to wrap around the lion, so he can be on the underside of it, and he can't do anything without me.
Is that how lions work?
Yeah, sure.
Well, it
That's how
depends on
lions
how
work
long
now.
you roll. Yeah, that sounds pretty fierce. It's definitely immediately dangerous if it goes wrong. So give
So we're
me
talking
a
extreme
fist.
sports.
I think this is an extreme sports roll. Yeah. And you can re-roll one die because it's a gadget. You lucked out.
Also, Dad Ass is nice and wet and out. So he's using it. He's like straddling around the lion, and he's gonna try and like punch it.
Okay.
I think it's a little bit of
I think you have it towards aura.
Yeah. Let's let this happen just to kind of move on because let's see.
So I know. I mean, if you don't want to include That Ass, that's okay.
I don't think one. I think I need you to either attack or defend with ass.
All right, fine.
But
It's fine. All right. Oh, but I am
So
using my
yeah,
gadget, so that's a reroll, right?
you get to reroll.
Okay, hold on. Let me put my dice screen up. Here you go. One success and then a reroll.
Let's make it a full success, baby.
Come on, please. It's a fucking lion. Yes!
Hey!
2 successes.
I think in a way to prevent this from being relentlessly awkward, you managed to kind of like back-to-back suplex this lion and then activate the kind of like twin grapple. So it's behind you. You basically have a lion on your back. You have a lion
nice.
backpack now.
Facing away.
Yeah, rather than you being nose to nose with the lion, because that feels not great for either of you. But yeah,
Kind of facing outwards.
Oh, I love this. Yeah, so I'm facing... So I basically have like lion arms that are lion paws.
So, like, instead of
Behind
having
me?
a backpack, you have a lion that's just flailing.
Yes, they flailing forward. So yeah, so Goldenrod's gonna just like lift up from this like wet bath with all this water dripping off his muscles and a lion on his back. He's like, "Argh!" Just flexing all these muscles, and this lion's like, ah, rah, rah. And he's gonna lunge at Bryce von Segern.
Oh, absolutely. This feels like a prime opportunity for a combo attack. Agent Boysenberry, what do you want to do for this dual tech? I guess it's a 3-person tech now the lion's involved.
Is the lion on your side now?
No,
Is that how the medallion works?
The lion is a neutral thrashing agent.
yeah,
Okay.
I have to try and control this lion.
All right, I'm gonna be ready near the like right underneath where we came in through the skylight, and I'm going to attach my umbrella to hit like the nape of his neck, like the back of his outfit after he's been tackled to the ground, or after they've been tackled to the ground, and then send them up through the skylight.
Oh, so you're gonna try and hook the back of Bryce von Segern's coat and take. Okay, sure, that sounds good. Right.
Just like send them off for a while.
Yeah, no. If you're removing them from play, I think this might be this is going to be a roll. I can see that. Okay. The knockdown, I think, occurs. That you don't need to roll for that. This is a ball of angry man and angry lion all just barreling towards one guy. So that just kind of like happens, and we see Bryce be like, "Whoa!" as they stagger backwards. Is this a fierce or a fabulous roll to eject rival?
It seems slightly fierce.
Yeah.
Okay, give me a fierce roll, Agent Boysenberry.
Do I get any extras for this? Does
you get to re-roll a failure with the gadget.
Cool.
And yeah, the goldenrod is going to give you a very sexy signal. Just yeah. While he's like that ass. No, I don't know. He's just like flexing. Do it.
I've got some bad news vis-a-vis my fierce stat. I'll just reroll that one die.
You roll one more. You get a bonus die from the sexy help. So roll one more, friend. You may still get a partial success. Nope.
Oh man.
Okay, so what does actually happen is Bryce staggers back. You get the umbrella propellers whirring up, and you slip on some sudsy water that's come across the floor, and you lose control of the propeller.
Am I taken out of play?
And no. The umbrella whizzes out of your hand upside down and slashes across Bryce von Segrin's neck. There is a huge gout of blood for the first time actually in this thing, in the show, because, there's been a fair amount of violence and all of it has been very specifically bloodless, but this is all very Kurosawa, like, shh.
Oh, God.
Oh my God!
Holy shit!
And they collapse to the floor dead.
That line doesn't have a parent anymore. This is what have I done?
And then, after a few seconds, through the even with the apron that they were wearing on top and their gloves, you see that there is like a glow where their heart is, and you hear a loud. And he slowly gets back up off the floor again.
Zombie! No!
And,
what?
Slowly goes over to his desk, opens a drawer, gets kind of like a towel, and starts to dab off the remnant of blood around their neck.
Have you got an extra towel? Because I also am just covered in this stuff.
And they turn to you and kind of like, I think you need to get out of my office.
Yeah, yep. See ya. This is my mistake.
No, wait, no. Hold him off. We're going to find out his weakness. It's probably something to do with that robotic heart.
Yeah. What had happened was he got chopped up by a propeller and then got back up. So I'm actually gonna dip.
Just keep him talking. It's fine.
He just is like, he's slowly removing for some reason, long rubber gloves that he was using to wash the lion. It's because he was mid-cleaning lions, so he was in
Yeah.
But they're elbow length because, of course, they're fabulous gloves. Why not? So he's removing them slowly as he advances on Agent Boysenberry and just kind of flicks out one hand and its lion claw talons on one hand, and he's about to go in for the kill, I suppose.
And then a gadget points, a cane boomerangs in and knocks the thing out of tries to knock the thing out of his hands.
Knock the claw
away. Yeah, knock the hand off
Is
the
it his hand?
It's a claw.
Okay, right.
Yeah, claw.
Right, so just knock it away.
I like the idea of it being something that is like put over the hand rather than it necessarily having lion paws, I guess. Yeah. So go give me a fierce roll to suddenly involve in the scene and Kane Boomerang.
Okay.
Which is a great name for a sexy battle agent.
Right.
Kane
Boomerang. I love it.
Kane Boomerang.
Okay, not my spy skill though, so okay. But I get a reroll.
You need the reroll.
Jesus. Come on. Wow. 0. This thing just sails past.
He catches the cane in the air and starts paying it against one hand, and I think we kind of we cut away to Agent Azure being kind of taken away by the Flamberge twins.
Flamberge.
Yes. Intense noir. Is this intense enough for you? Is it just very quiet? Oh no, we played this before.
It intensifies.
No, this one.
You know, I just realized Goldenrod, the lion that's on Goldenrod's back was being bathed. So it's just like this wet, just like droopy mane.
He was little.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Just extra ferocious because it's wet.
Lioning. For some reason the music bot isn't working for me right now, but that's fine.
Just refresh your Roll20 because it's working for us.
Okay. Sorry, I was just hopping between a whole bunch of things at once. Then I apologize. Flamberge twins are kind of like side by side, pressing you shoulder to shoulder as they kind of march you. There we go. Down the corridor. And on your earpiece, Agent Azure, you get a beep beep beep. It's from Agent Seafoam. And
communicate by winking.
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
But it sounds like speech when it's translated, but it doesn't look very cool.
On a lot of cyberpunk stuff that I've done, and on the kind of like Join the Anarchy, there's like thought to text for chat, comlink chat, because it's just easier than like, oh no, I can't speak to my friends because that's no fun, that's dumb. So yeah, Agent Seafoam kind of gives you a call, being like, oh my god, I just heard. Well, there's been a handful of different things going on at once. There's been an alert. I've been kind of. I decided to get in contact with Agent Obsidian because it seemed like you were all on a mission, and I got your call signs and location, and it seems that lions are rapidly heading to your location. Is everything okay?
I hadn't heard about that. I was just being taken back into the. Wait, yes, I can see lions are rushing towards the location.
Yeah, just a horde of lions just run straight past you.
Both down the corridor. Lions and men dressed as lions, all mixed in. Interesting. Now, I'm currently being taken away by these Flamberge twins who are very attractive. I hope that they take me to some sort of prisoner holding room. Because that might make it useful for me to sit. Oh, by the way, someone had his ass cut off.
Yes, Agent Cornsilk. We've been studying various methods of ass stitching technology.
To think he won Ass of the Year 3 years running, and in Agents of H.U.E, that's quite the contest.
That's quite the contest.
Cut away to Goldenrod watching him winning it year after year and going. Gotta do more squats. You
were both neck and neck until you reached the speed twerking competition, and Agent Cornsilk just pulled ahead.
He was breaking boards with it like a karate championship, smashing through cinder blocks.
But you know what, Goldenrod, even though that ass is his pride, he's not a jealous man. So he's very proud of Cornsilk, and he doesn't take this competition to heart. But he wants to win.
You are our friendly anime rivals in that, occasionally you at the start, there's a very, very brief segue because this is great and I want to explore it. At this the final round in this speed twerking competition, like both of you arms folded as you rise up on separate podiums, close cut-ins of each other's eyes. One of you is wearing a cape flapping dramatically in the breeze, as both of you
Does it end
assume.
at like backling?
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, there's just a whole
definitely
setup for the action.
That's so unsexy.
Both of you assume the twerking position, and then there's like a cutaway to outside the Agents of H.U.E building, and you just hear a sound of the fierceness of both of you twerking. It turns out that it is a major strength of Agent Cornsilk. Anyway.
Yes, I remember how loud the twerking was. Anyway, I can't speak right now. Listen, we might need some sniper support. Do you have a big, cool gun you could point out of a window somewhere?
Agent Seafoam is known for her long-distance laser sniping skills.
I love it. Okay, now, if you'll excuse me. Ah, here we are. Prisoner holding chamber. I'll have to go. Goodbye.
It has like the kind of like a plaque on it that's kind of. It was initially what's an unpopular casino game? I don't casino.
Craps.
Yeah, it was initially the high stakes craps room, and it still has the like a large elaborate plaque for
Due
that.
to a series of disastrous misunderstandings, we've had to move it.
Yeah, and it's now just got like duct taped over it and written in Sharpie "prisoner holding." And they kind of like both put one hand on both of your shoulders and like, do you have any last words before your interrogation?
Surely I'll have some words during the interrogation.
But this is a denouement into the current circumstance that you're in.
Okay, I hadn't prepped anything, but
Well, then away you go, my dear. They push you into the room. Do you pratfall? You don't have to pratfall. You can cool Skyland.
I'd like to stumble rather than platfall, but like sort of bring myself up and get the cufflinks. What's going on in here?
As you get up and the camera is like behind your eyes as it slowly lifts, and you see these calves in very very like skin tight spray on, but still for somehow like formal trouser cut, and you're like, I recognize those thighs. I recognize, and then you pan all the way up, and it's Agent Cornsilk in there, named such for the flowing Fabio-esque hair
Covering his mutilated ass.
Well,
Okay.
They're standing tall, hands on hips, glowering down at you with a sturdiness that you have never seen in Agent Cornsilk before.
Cornsilk?
Yes. It is indeed I, Agent Cornsilk. Well, I suppose I am now a member of the Lion's Pride.
You dastard! After all we've been through, Cornsilk.
Yeah.
Wait a second.
Wait, is his ass intact?
I'm going to produce the ass that we bought with us.
It's
Wait a second. If your Agent Cornsilk is standing there, then whose ass did I taste last episode?
Agent Cornsilk continues to have hands on hips, and it's like, yes, I have transcended that ass. I have been shown greater, grander things, and they slowly turn round, and they have.
Is he just on a rotating pedestal?
Yeah, basically. And as it slowly turns round, you see that they have a perfect chrome sheen synthetic ass.
My God, the only person who could make such an incredible chrome machine synthetic ass would be President Janelle Monáe.
Ooh. I didn't consider that, but yes, that's canon now.
This is why she's been abducted.
So you've been lured in by what's his name? by Bryce von Segan's charms. Is it just because he comes back to life every time he gets cut in half, or is it the thing with the lions?
Bryce von Segan is a very complicated man with very inconsistent backstory.
That is hot. I do like a man with a vague past.
And it flashes back immediately to the same scene in the rain we saw in the first episode as they were walking away, and you were like, "Don't walk away from me."
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, didn't Bryce and I used to date?
Yeah,
I've forgotten. Yeah, okay.
we love a man with an inconsistent backstory.
Yeah. Oh, it's so hot. Yeah, you were there too at the time, weren't you? Anyway.
But yes, there's been something of a partnership. It turns out that there's been something of a conversation between between President Monet and the Bryce von Segan, tamer of mortals. The lights flicker slightly when he says tamer of mortals.
You should get that fixed.
Some parts of this building are very expensive and some parts are not. You are in
community center.
You do remember that you are in the X-Craps room. They've done a very good job at cleaning the place, but the energy still remains.
Looks like the only crap X in here is you.
Oh my god! Absolutely. What's your stats? Yeah, go give me a fucking fabulous roll, because that was a sick burn. Roll to emotionally wound ex-agent Cornsilk.
One success.
Yeah, it stings.
Can I set him up for? Can I set him up for something? So yeah, so he's upset and he turns around.
He looks away.
Looks away. Well, looks like I'm gonna have to fight my way out of this one. And if there's one thing I'm good at, I say revealing my great teeth. It's eating ass. I'm gonna try and rip off his robot ass with my teeth.
You just kind of go like, and it cuts out.
Yeah.
As you dive in to bite ass to where do we cut to? Oh, the lions to the right.
Eat ass and chew bubblegum.
I think there is a delightful match cut to as you dive into camera with mouth open, Agent Azure. It cuts to the same shot of a lion leaping at the camera, leaping at Agent Salt as the lions have arrived. We are kind of mid-chase as you are currently I guess running around the backstage of this casino, trying to avoid lion while trying to get to a destination.
Yes. So while I'm running and I'm using my expert smelling skills, and so I'm sniffing what everything smells like, and I pull out of my pocket my next cologne spray that actually, if I program correctly, can make me smell like anything, and I'm programming it to smell like lions, so I fit right in. And so I program it and try to spray myself with it to confuse the lions that are chasing me.
Absolutely.
And allow me to escape.
Absolutely. That's no, that's good. I like that. Go give me a fabulous roll. That's pretty crafty of you.
I'm using my try and be fierce like a lion.
Oh, true. Being fierce like a lion. That's a good. Either or. How would you? I recognize that fierce is your better stat, but obviously I'm willing to let you pick.
I figure it's still going to be fabulous, but I'm going to get my +1 to attention to detail because I'm getting every aspect of it right.
It is exactly like lion.
And I'm using my gadgets.
So you can re-roll a failure. Let's re-roll one of those failures.
Jeez. Welcome to the club.
Wait a second, this is lion food spray. Just so you had your thumb over the word food.
I'm not quite sure whether you smell like antelope or whether it's kind of going like very Tex Avery style, and you just spray yourself with steak sauce. And now you're like,
I tell you what.
Yeah, as I realize, because I can smell the mistake too, I'm now going to like change directions and head straight towards where prisoner. I'm going to head straight towards the
kind of like,
but out onto the main floor to create chaos out there and hopefully get lost in the crowd as I explode out from the back tunnels out onto the main casino floor and let the lions just spread out amongst all the rich people and dart through to head towards where I was told Azure was being taken for questioning. So I've given up trying to get to the safe space, and I'm going to go try to rescue Azure.
Okay. You take a circuitous route, so you rush out onto the casino floor. And this is a thing that just happens because, of course, it happens. You run past the you run past a couple who are playing kind of like poker, and they're like, where's the fan? Yeah, there we go. Yes, after we went and voted for the Conservatives, we decided to have a fabulous holiday abroad. Just go in our delightful luxury, unaccosted with the poor choices that we've made. And you run straight past and just spray them with lion.
I'm spraying everybody as I pass. Just like, all y'all.
Take that, Tories.
And there's just storm of lion, capitalized as such, kind of rushes past them both. Oh no! Consequences as they are rendered from him.
Eat the rich.
literally eat the rich.
You don't even need to roll for that. That's just what occurs as you then loop back inside the kind of like a backstage again, heading towards where Agent Azure is being held. But oh no, the Flamberge twins with their expert speed knife throwing skills are still in the hallway. Under current circumstances, Boysenberry and Goldenrod, you guys maybe need to plan on an escape plan, maybe to reconvene, because it seems fighting this guy is a losing battle.
Yeah.
Maybe we can meet outside General Monet's office. I mean, cell.
Let's go for the insidious one. How does that sound? Yeah, he's just menacing with the claw hand, with the golden cane, just like advancing on you menacingly.
I just take off the hat and send it on its way to cut him. I'm like, let's leave. Because I can just program it to go straight
to through. Yeah, and Goldenrod is going to he's going to kiss the lion. I don't know. He's gonna try he needs to. I won't be able to. Okay, no. He presses down on this lion to unlatch himself, right? And this doesn't work out as well as I thought it would. My plan was to throw the lion at him, but that's not gonna work. I need to run. We're leaving.
You can just
Yes. Okay. Yes. Yes. I want to do that because I'm already pressing down on him, right? So I can just kind of grab this lion and just try it. Yeah. So while you're tossing the bowler hat, I'm tossing the lion. Hopefully one of them will hit.
I think.
Where's the bowler hat in midair?
Ooh, yeah. Even though this isn't necessarily a sexy teamwork role, it's a team attack and I enjoy it. So go and head Goldenrod and give me a fierce roll to throw lion, and then you get to re-roll a d6 because a gadget is assisting you.
Okay. Okay,
Whoa.
I've got 2 successes, and then I get a reroll.
Let's go for it.
What?
Ooh,
Extreme
yes.
success. Critical success. Yes.
I have a suggestion for how this goes down.
Yes,
If you
please.
have a, it does indeed happen kind of as described in that the hat is thrown, the lion is thrown. At the speeds that they're on, the hat just kind of like sits on the lion as it barrels into the both of them. As it barrels into Bryce von Segen. They go to the floor. The hat scuttles away and then carves, because it can cut circles through things. It cuts a circle in the floor,
Nice.
giving you a easy opportunity to descend to the floor below and coincidentally meet with Agent Salt and the Flamberge twins in the hallway.
Yes. All right, yeah. We hop down.
Yeah, Goldenrod stands up after like a 3-point touch, right, on the ground, stands up in his Speedo and says, just as planned.
Yep.
I think we're getting into kind of fun Persona 5 energy, so we're bringing this back up a little bit. As
Yes.
this kind of music kicks in diegetically.
No, go ahead.
As both Agent Goldenrod and Agent Boysenberry descend from the ceiling, joining Agent Salt. It's now 3 versus 2 and some lions.
Well, seeing that it's a Speedo party and I wasn't invited, I immediately rip off the outer costume and my suit to get into the Speedo party. And then I realize where the button is to release the helmet, and I pull it off slowly.
Oh, you're trying to remove the helmet?
Yeah.
Well, that
For
is
a
definitely
dramatic-
a thing.
For a dramatic
Definitely a thing you
reveal.
can do. However, this helmet is on pretty tight, and you are very concerned about your face.
True.
I'm going very slowly.
Bastard. Nathan, you bastard.
Hey, I didn't
Nice.
give him that insecurity.
But nice way to use
you
it.
can either pull it off straight away and make a roll, or it's like a very kind of slow, not super sexy kind of remove, but you don't need to roll.
We all know that it's slow and not very sexy.
Absolutely.
I'm not
Even
taking
though-
any chances. Like
Even
it's
though
like,
all 3 of you like pose together in speedos, like ugh, and then the last one is like
like,
And like your hair gets caught at the back.
And since we have time, like we're just like glancing, and we're glancing at Salt. And since we have time, we're like improving our poses. Like
it's just a bit better. Eventually, you get the helmet removed, and you're like, "Okay, nailed it. We're here." We're all posing. And then a knife flings past, doesn't hit any of you, kind of flings past 2 people's heads down the corridor. You feel the heat radiating off that knife with the speed it was going. And then you remember the imprint of the poker chip on Agent Cornsilt's ass. Could it be the Flamberge twins are also expert knife throwers and other throwers to have the superhuman ability to throw things to heat stuff up? That makes no sense. That's basically a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure power, but it's fine. Where it's
So probably no.
It's not worth taking the risk though.
so, I have a question. Can the boomerang cane? Can I like amend my gadget point so that the watch can be pressed to like call the boomerang cane
call
back
it
to
back?
me?
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Duh. It just like lands.
Lands in the floor, cracks it slightly as
Cracks
it
it
lodges
slightly.
in there.
Yeah, Goldenrod puts his hands on top and just like ass out. He finishes his pose. It's like, let's go.
gosh. Okay.
Seeing that, I'm going to use my sexy teamwork, and I realized that this would only look better if you were oiled down. So I switched the perfumer to glistening oil, and I walk over and just like
Break it down.
I wish you mean
Is-
vinaigrette.
Okay, Agent Boysenberry, are you going to make this a 3-way sexy team combo? Is there anything you can do to add to the sexiness of this pose?
Your gadgets or your pride, right?
You can also kind of join in on the pose and use your fur with 5 Rs.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's just just very chest forward.
Chest forward and rub.
No, I
Just
think
get
I
your
think he just does
fingers
this
threaded
move.
in there.
So so it's like slow motion, and you can see
It's like a forest. Man could get lost in there.
Jesus Christ.
a man has definitely gotten lost in here.
A couple of them are definitely still in there.
I think
Ooh,
there's
baby. I'll take a sip of water to that. Jesus Christ. All right, okay. So I think you're taking point, Agent Goldenrod. This feels like what would be an intimidation roll in under circumstances. You're kind of like posing to make the twins go like, oh shit, okay. They both simultaneously just sweat. So I guess that's a fierce roll. That feels pretty fierce posing. You have a pride assisting you. You have 2 prides assisting you because you've got your ass and the fur. So that's an additional 2d6, so we're at 6d6. And you can re-roll 1 die. Thanks to re-roll 2 die because you've got the cane and the gadget of the oil spray. Teamwork is great in this game.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. It's pretty.
Extreme
By
success.
That's and then you
Oh
get to reroll
wait.
too.
This wasn't extreme sports, so sorry. It's only 2 successes.
It's 2 successes, but you get to re-roll 2 die.
No, so
Ooh.
just regular success.
Yeah,
It's not that broken.
It's pretty good. The odds are in your favor.
Yeah.
They look at you and at each other, and there's like a close up, and there's just mad flop sweat coming off the brow. Oh god. There's like a radiating masculine aura coming from the 3 of you in this hallway. The lion's just kind of like in the nearby room, because immediately next door is Agent Azure like squaring off against now Robo Corn Silk.
Or just the ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is. You feel the familiar radiating warmth of your allies close by, and
Boys.
by inspiration-esque, you are now empowered.
Just like the door opens and I can see them behind me.
Yeah, there's a tableau of these radiating men posing in the hallway, and it just invigorates you. I will say that whatever you choose to do in this kind of like biting scenario is now, it's as if you were using your secret spice skill. 4s also count, and it will stack.
Okay.
So if you can find some way to make your secret spice skill work here, 3s will also count successes, because who the fuck cares? So yeah, you've got your men at your back. Time to bring it on home, friend.
Bite that ass.
Yeah, so my plan is to lunge forward and get into kind of we're circling. You know, dun 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 dun, like Captain Kirk and Alien circling. You know, Agent Cornsilk, I must say, you always had such a wonderful ass. Sorry. You always had such a wonderful ass. It seems a shame to throw it away, don't you think? To replace it with something cold and metallic.
Well, maybe I can, after I'm done defeating you, I can take your ass and have a collection.
Weird, but okay.
I'm evil now. I'm allowed to be weird.
Looks like it's time to show you what happens when you mess with the agents of H.U.E. That's
and
right.
They kind of spread their arms wide, like.
Yeah, cool. Yes.
Do you think?
I can't flatter. I did my best to flatter them, but I don't think that's gonna play. So that is it's a fierce. That's 2. I'm using my pride, which is my great teeth. So I get to re-roll. Is that extra dice or a re-roll? What is that?
You get a bonus dice.
bonus dice. Cool. Okay.
If you have any gadgets you suddenly want to involve in this circumstance, because I think you have some spare. You have one gadget point remaining?
I've got 2 remaining. I'm just trying to think of what gadgets I have that are in disguise but help me eat ass.
I mean, are your teeth? Do your teeth have like fillings or something? Yeah.
Well, smash cut back to earlier today, and I've got a dental pick, and I'm like, ow, because it's gross and no one likes using a dental pick. But I'm like, you know what? I'm going on the mission today. I'm going to set this to ultra varnish. And it puts a sort of it puts adamantium sheen over my teeth and then sprays it white.
So you have a grill.
Yeah.
Yes, but it looks like normal teeth. It just looks like my teeth are weirdly big. So that's an extra dice. But I get to re-roll the dice for that. So 2 successes, and I'll re-roll that 3.
3 successes.
Just the 2.
Too bad.
I do manage to shear his ass
still a
off,
full
though.
success. So yeah, you do. There's like, as you go in, there's like the light catches it, and there's a massive like shing across one tooth. As you just with big kind of swelling dramatic music, and then the music kind of immediately cuts as it's just a chomp.
This poor person has lost 2 asses today.
He gave up 1 ass willingly. Here, corn silk, I say. I'll go and pick up the ass that I had, and I'm imagining it for some reason. It's in like a gift presentation box.
It was
okay, so get it. Throw him the ass. Go on, get out of here, Goldenrod. You're no good to man nor beast without this ass. Not Goldenrod. I'm sorry, I got your name mixed up with the other guy. Corn silk.
They're both a shade of yellow, I guess. But yeah, he looks crestfallen. It's like, my ass.
Yeah, that's right. We kept it on ice. You can put it back on. You're more than this. Do you understand? You're not just some robot ass. You're the best ass that Agents of H.U.E ever had. And I'm not going to let you get beguiled by the robotic ministrations of Janelle Monáe and Bryce von Skierfenden. So listen, you stand
Nobody
up.
actually calls him his dumb, like, moniker.
You stand up, you put that ass back on, and I want to see that ass walking into the Agents of H.U.E office come Monday morning.
And, Agent
So backwards, I presume.
Like, I don't know how I could have been led astray. This ass, your ass, all of the asses of the Agents of H.U.E mean so much to me.
We know how insecure you were. We know that Goldenrod was coming up on you. He was pipped to win this year. He would do anything.
Mm-hmm.
Even implanting a cybernetic power ass.
And as you say, cybernetic power ass, it cuts to upstairs. With the kind of like Bryce has managed to extricate himself from Lion, and he kind of pulls out this like a weird detonator looking thing, and like clicks the button, and down
Starts beeping.
The robotic ass that is it in your hands or in your teeth?
I think I've thrown it aside because I've been talking for quite a while.
You threw it aside.
Yeah, but it's still in explosive range, I think. Yeah.
Instead of it being explosive, it starts to twerk aggressively.
No, hang on a second.
What's the most dangerous? What's the most aggressive song on this playlist?
Ooh,
doing a bad job of
go as far. Yeah, go far down. There should be like action, like an action or something.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like he's replicated a combination of Goldenrod's and Cornsilk's twerks into one ultimate twerk.
That twerk would be way too powerful for this building.
Yeah, actually,
my God, the resonance would destroy them.
Yeah, this kind of hip hop beat is actually appropriate for suddenly twerking. The ass entirely separate starts to vibrate with and everybody is knocked off balance by the
lions
shaking.
And I will once that starts, I will turn to Goldenrod and say, Only you know the frequency of that twerk.
You gotta count it, twerk.
Only you can create the ultimate counter twerk to save us all.
Use your twerk canceling ass.
I know. I've always voted for your ass to be best ass.
This is your year, Goldenrod.
I believe in you.
Grab that
Goldenrod.
ass.
I'm so lucky to have you all as my friends. And Goldenrod, from the floor, uses his cane to stand up and just and weather the storm as he approaches.
Smashing down the corridor.
Go save President Janelle Monáe.
Hold them off. Come on, everybody, let's get in this conveniently placed golf cart.
I mean, there are lines right there. You can absolutely ride the lines to where
Yeah,
you
we're riding the line.
Let's go and resolve this first. I think this is a roll. You'll be able to hold them off, but I want to see how well this occurs. So yeah, Goldenrod, what you doing for your counter twerk?
Goldenrod is going to use the cane to launch himself up, twirl, and land in a split, and then start clap, 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 clap.
Yes, absolutely. Okay. I mean, it's good. That's a pretty fierce fucking maneuver, so that feels like a fierce roll, sure.
And I'm using my pride, so that's plus one die.
Yeah, and
not
you're also
extreme
using your
sports.
cane to flip. It's not an extreme sport, I don't
Unless,
think.
like, wait, is the ground is starting to shake and like maybe rip apart, like earthquake style, like in cartoons, right? And so I'm like balancing, and I'm just like bam, 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 bam. So maybe.
Yeah, fuck it. This is pretty extreme. This is definitely extreme twerking.
Yeah, certainly.
Oh, shit.
Clack, 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 clack.
So. Though the Flamberge twins are like, your attempt at twerking cannot defeat our amazing knife throwing skills. And they both simultaneously pull a knife up in the air, they pose, they glitter, and then they throw them at intense speed. And there's like a zoom in on the camera of these knives as it's kind of
just going
and
right towards my ass.
In the other direction, there's just a sonic boom as these knives are flipped out of the way. From one gigantic almighty clap of those sweet, sweet butt cheeks. The walls crack. You see as like those who are witnessing this grand scene. One of the walls, like a facade in the wall, splits, and you see that there is like a gigantic like security door that was hidden behind the kind of like concrete work. Agent Azia, this was the room that you couldn't see inside?
The Skittles room. Agent Salt, get us in there.
Oh, one last thing. Since you did a level 4 success, is there anything else that you want to kind of do?
Do you want a pony or something?
Or was this like dope enough? I don't know.
It doesn't really get any better. Like my ass literally revealed the way. It opened, it parted the sea. Yeah, I'm fine with this. The only thing I can think of is again, like I'm matching the frequencies. So now it just like actually stabilized everything. But after ripping it up,
it's got this weird sort of sort of hum on it, and everything's sort of hovering. Go on, sorry.
Yeah, everything's hovering, and then like that cybernetic ass is just like writhing, trying to keep up, and it can't, and it just explodes in sparks and metal bits.
That ass.
Yeah, there's like a low shot behind you as in the background the explosion of the synthetic ass goes off, enshrining the tableau. But yes, there is a safe wall to break into.
Let's get salting.
All right. So I'm taking my last gadget. So I had tucked my tie clip into my Speedos after the reveal. So I pull them out and I twist them and I place them on top of like the keypad that would be required to get into the thing, and it projects a screen and then a keyboard for me to hack into the code. And so I start hacking through the code, trying to see the flaw in the code. And if anybody can help me notice what I might be missing, that would be most excellent.
I mean, one thing about disguising is that you can recognize disguises. So
you can't use your skill, can you? Like for
No, you can't. You can't use your main talent because obviously it's the person who's taking points time to shine. But if there is a way that you can use your existing gadgets or your pride to assist, just mash your chest over the keypad.
let me wipe that keypad down for you.
Oh god!
I mean, I had that like USB thing that helps with hacking, but we could also.
That's
just
true. No, I was not suggesting that you go and rub your oily ass chest.
No, wait.
Right.
You said it's a keypad? Mm-hmm. Oh, you do the trick, right? You use your like nicely oiled beard, right? And you can just like scrub it along the keys, and you can see which buttons are pressed.
Right. I get some of my foundation out.
Oh my god!
And you can see where all the numbers are. Yes. Yep.
It's hot forensics.
Yeah.
Sure, I'm into it. Okay, so so is this mode of sell me on whether this is a fierce or fabulous hack? Tell me about your approach to make it one of those two.
This is a fabulous hack because it's the complexity of well, actually no, I'm changing that. It's a fierce hack because I'm typing so fast. Like my fingers are a blur as I'm typing on the keyboard going through, because now that I can see what numbers I'm supposed to be punching, I just have to figure out what order they are, and so I'm quickly typing through all of the possible combinations until I get the quick one.
You're keeping up with the
just dab his forehead a little bit.
Yeah.
Those are some talented fingers.
You are keeping up with the tempo of Agent Goldwood's currently wuthering ass on the floor. Go and give me go and give me a fierce roll with your attention to detail, pride, a die for the fur as well, so you're doing an additional 2d6.
All right.
And you can reroll one die because you're using a gadget. So yeah, solid teamwork, lads.
So I have 5 dice total?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'll do 3 first.
As a reminder to our audience, remember, we're getting close to our ending and we have ships to ship. So defeat our stream boss, please.
Yes, because it's penetrating, so 4s also count as successes. That's right. So yes, you get a critical success. Yeah, currently we have a point between Agent Boysenberry and Agent Salt as a pairing, but many other pairings could be a thing. You know, there are many other characters out here. But yes, that's a critical success. So you absolutely get in, and something also extra good happens. So what extra good do you kind of want, or do you want to?
So it all pops like, and I step back as it unlocks this door, but then security doors throughout the complex go into place to give us a clean way out. Because I've managed to open up all the right combinations, and so like we have a complete pass. But I've also stopped all the lions to stop coming from us when they're done eating all the rich. And so we have a clear path.
You just locked them carefully in there, being like, "They'll be fine.
They'll be fine. They've got money to buy new bodies. It's fine."
It
That
has
was
been
established earlier in the episode.
Yes, that's true in universe.
And then the other thing that happens is it also released a perfect breeze when the door opens, that we all look incredible as the door opens to anybody inside. The hiss.
Absolutely.
Beyonce fan.
Azure, you're the only one not wearing a Speedo. Are you?
Oh, terribly sorry.
The suit literally just like flutters fan-wise.
Away in the breeze. Yeah.
Actually, sorry. My third gadget is I finally do at my top button, which is the trigger, which makes my suit just rocket off me, revealing a pair of sexy pants.
Nice.
So it's gone now. Well, you know, it's flying. It's doing its own thing.
It's flying around.
Yeah. It's around. It might reconvene later. Who knows? But let's go and see if we have intrigue is a thing here. There we go. The space opens. These doors kind of as there's a big gust through, and you see that despite the size of this room, there is a single thing in the room. It is inside almost folded a whole bunch of kind of like elegant poles of metal with light radiating of them, almost like petals, sit in circular tiers, and then at the top of it is a large crystalline heart. And it there we go, let's get some intrigue here. Yeah, there we go. And it's crystalline, so it doesn't like visibly pulse, but you can feel some kind of energy come from that. And from upstairs, you hear somebody like, "No, absolutely not," and just thuds in the ceiling. And in the hole that was in the ceiling that was earlier, that boysenberry and goldenrod jumped down, Bryce von Sagan, kind of holding President Monet at claw point, boom, down in the hallway, as you have revealed something that clearly Bryce does not want you to obtain.
I'm going to walk over to Azure and go to him. Don't you understand? He replaces that which is broken, and you clearly broke his heart.
Yes. I'll turn around and walk towards him. We have a flashback to that memory, where and it's like every time the camera angle changes, he's played by a different actor. It's monumentally. At one point, it's a woman. It's very difficult, but we get there and we learn the true reason why Agent. What? Oh. Maybe he was an agent. The camera pans up and it's Agents of H.U.E, and Bryce is there. Bryce says something. I can't voice him because he's an NPC. What does he say, Nathan?
Oh, sure. He's all kind of like,
I can't believe you leave me this way.
Yeah, after all this time, I thought that if I became the leader of the Agents of H.U.E, that I would finally be happy. But every time I spend away from you, that breaks my heart. This job means nothing if I can't have you.
I just can't be who you need me to be, Bryce. I'm a middling agent at best. I didn't max out either stat.
All you need to do is wear the lion head. That's all I want. Why do you refuse?
Because it's weird, Bryce. It's real weird. And it's cool if you're into it, that's fine. If you want to go and have a wank and put on the head, that's okay. But I can't be part of this. I just can't make it happen while I'm wearing the head.
I give you jewels. I give you gadgets. I
give you gadgets that are jewels.
I give you gadgets inside jewels. And you still rebuff my head. This is not a very healthy relationship.
No, not at all. That's why we split up.
Mm-hmm.
Listen.
But that's fine.
You get out of here. You go. And my God, don't you go evil on me. I've had it with you. I'm breaking up with you. You can ply me. Yeah, you can ply me with all the jewels and the gadgets and the jewels of the gadgets and the gadgets that are jewel encrusted. But it's never gonna make me who you want to be, which is some kind of half man, half lion chimera. And I get in my limousine and go away.
an entirely different ending to the before way. At the start of it, you're like, can you walk away from me?
You drove.
The twist was
driving the limousine.
the twist was "Don't You Walk Away From Me" was at the beginning.
Oh, yes. It was the scene still happens, but now it's Bryce Fonseca goes, "Don't you walk away from me." Get into your limo.
This is a good movie.
Yeah, right?
And then time passes. Who was previously Agent Diamond has stepped down from the role. Agent Obsidian has gone into the place and has under new management. There are now company cookouts. It's great.
It's real nice.
Nobody has to wear any weird lion heads if they don't want to.
I'm going to, because this is mainly just a distraction, so the guys can go fuck with the heart. I'm going to almost casually kick a lion head over, like kick the discarded lion head from earlier, pick it up, and say, all this, Bryce, just to impress me? Just so you can get your half lion, half man? Well, let's see if this works. And it tightens unpleasantly, which I hadn't really thought of, but we'll cut.
No, there's definitely within the spaces like, "Is this all you wanted?" And he puts it on. You put it on, and he said, he snaps his fingers, and then it tightens.
He seems happy, guys. Summoning lions to your location.
While with still kind of holding Janelle, who's kind of like nobly, not like looking nobly away, being like, I can't be involved in their relationship. It's a thing that they need to resolve between themselves. I will stand and give moral support silently because I will not voice Janelle Monáe. People will come to my house. Meanwhile, Crystal Heart in a spooky room, clearly with technology surrounding it. What do?
I mean, I whistle for my hat to just fuck that thing up. Fuck that Crystal Heart up.
Right, okay.
Yeah. Cut it.
That's fierce as hell, boys and girls. Give me a fierce roll.
Well, since I know that the hat is coming, I whip out my vape pen and then I blow a big puff of smoke so that we can see if there's any sort of laser traps so that the hat can get through without being shot down.
Yeah.
So I just go.
You go make a fierce roll and you get 2 gadgetry rolls.
Okay, that'll put me at a total of 3.
Nope.
Not that one. No.
The hat just ricochets around the upper levels of the building.
Oh no. Maybe it just never comes back. I'm just like.
Oh no, the hat returns.
Okay.
I think the hat settles onto the crystalline heart and its little spidery legs that it's been used to slice things through. It gathers the heart inside itself. And now there is this hat that is on top of the podium, and nothing happens. It's just the heart's now inside it.
Okay.
Well, I gave it a hat.
It suits it.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks.
I'm not accepting criticism at this time.
Oh, better. Okay, yes, good. So it settles for a while, and everyone's like, okay, good job. And then its little spider legs underneath the hat come out again, and it starts scuttling along the floor with the heart inside, and it goes towards you, Agent Boysenberry, and it clamps onto you, and you feel yourself resonate with the heart instead.
What? I'm on Bryce's team now?
Not necessarily. You just feel a very distinct connection with the heart. There's something that's now connected you to the heart instead.
I think we get a flashback, and now my memory is me watching Bryce. I'm like, don't you walk away from me.
Bryce is like, all I wanted to do is... They have a deeper voice in the past now for some reason.
They used to smoke more.
Yeah. We worked so hard together on that robotics project. We could make anybody sexy with a robotic body parts, robotic biceps, robotic thighs, robotic asses. We could take over the market, revolutionize. But you refused to join me. Why?
It was really the where everybody also had to have a robotic lion head, and again that's it's a fixation, and
that was in the original draft. There could be all sorts of feline heads that they could have. Doesn't need to be narrowed down to just one. I'm not that one note, Agent. No, I am not that one note, Barry.
Bryce, I just can't do this. And then I get in a limo and drive away.
Can I be driving the limo, please?
Like, the conversation is going, but the limo's still the same limo. It's just really, really long.
We only got one limo.
Fuck, okay. Yeah, okay, cool. This is good.
It's a limo monorail inside of the Agents of H.U.E.
We're reaching,
that.
I think, a bit of a denouement. But I think under this particular instance, again, Bryce is all like, I offered you my heart in the past. Don't think you can steal it away from me.
I am going to look to a goldenrod for backup as the only person that was not in a relationship, possibly.
Well, let's find out. See if he fails.
I'm going to try to penetrate his evil sadness and bring him back emotionally. And I'll walk forward and I'll just drop all the gadgets. And I'll like signal for goldenrod to like do something heroic behind me and walk forward and be like, all of this, all of us, we're your creation, your original multi-hued diamond. You can't let it all go, not like this.
All of the colors reflect through me.
Come back
unfortunately,
to us.
I really want to remove that color from the crayon box, pointing at Boysenberry. This metaphor has truly fallen apart. And bear with me that this just happened. He, like, one of the claws on the little claw hand, because we said it was a separate thing, like, shoots out and, like, I think buries it in your temple. It just shoots out across and hits you real hard.
Boysenberry.
You collapse to the ground.
No!
And then from your chest there is a boom boom. And you get back up again, the wound having sealed, like the nail just pushes itself out of your skull and clatters to the ground again as you're like, oh.
Did I just die?
It was so cool. I saw it through the cameras on this helmet. You look really cool, man.
It's connected with him already. No. And he's Bryce is ready to, I guess, kind of take you all on simultaneously. Just
not if we can guess your insecurity first. I've got it down.
Probably lion related.
Yeah, but I don't know whether the gym would be up for shaming furries in that way.
No, it's not that.
No, okay. Is it the fact that you think you're not perfect and you got to build robot parts to replace them?
He glances at
Is it your tiny dick? I don't mind.
He glances at the hat that still has the little crystalline heart scrolled inside it. When you say making replacement parts for broken things, he glances at that and then looks away. I didn't want to have to destroy your beautiful face too, but it seems that I can't leave you here alive. And the head, the like lion head continues to like tighten, like it's squeezing.
It becomes concave.
Oh my god!
But yeah, when you kind of like call him out on trying to replace broken parts, he glances at the heart, is real sad, and then tries to kill you anyway.
What on earth could his insecurity be?
Yeah.
Anyway,
who knows?
This physical heart thing.
I think so. So his physical heart thing is that I think I upset him a great deal, and his insecurity is that he'll never be good enough. So he's built himself a replacement callous heart.
Yes, that is exactly what I was thinking, but you put it in better words than I could.
Okay. Before this fight starts, Goldenrod, can you kick this thing off my face?
Goldenrod like huffs and puffs after his intense twerking, and he's just like summons another like roundhouse kick with his thick thighs, and it's like boom.
Don't fail this one.
Killing.
Go and make a fierce roll for your expert like roundhouse kick, I guess.
That ass count?
Yeah, that ass count.
0 successes.
Oh man.
You kick Agent Azure into the wall.
Did I help?
It really hurt my face and neck so much.
Diamond, this is enough. Release him. We all know this is only because you loved him. You still do, don't you?
Yes, but this, I think, will be closure.
Oh, one of my ears is off!
As I think who hasn't been aggressed yet by Bryce von Sergen? Salt hasn't been. So he kind of goes for you in a like pushes President Monet to the side, and she kind of dusts herself off. But she is no longer guarded. His like attentions have been goaded enough into attacking you for, and goes in for a claw swipe in Agent Salt.
I'm just gonna stand there and hold up my hand and place it on his chest.
Aww.
Oh my god.
This sounds fierce.
Yeah.
You're trying to emotionally connect, right?
Yes.
So yeah, give me a fierce roll to penetrate his cold heart.
Penetrate is absolute terror field.
It is kind of an AT field thing going on here, huh?
Yeah.
Full success.
Oh.
Yeah.
And as he comes in, it's like, not like this.
Just walk away from me.
As you land a hand on his chest, there's the same kind of dudump glow that he gets when like he's been killed and rises again. And you hear like the sound of something like made of crystal crack.
Is that near me?
In his chest.
You hear it in the room.
I mean, I'm right next to the crystal heart, right?
And you see that there is like a kind of like fissure in it now.
It's love! Love's what we need to do to kill him! I mean, save him!
I mean...
It could also just be this literal crystal heart.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that could be the other thing. Just try fucking it up a bit. Throw it down some stairs. I like to imagine like I'm not in focus this entire thing. I'm sort of like blundering around.
Goldenrod is going to yank off his medallion, and he's going to toss it. He's going to press the button and toss it at the heart so that it can clamp onto it and squeeze it and crush
into
it.
Nothing.
Is it on top of the hat or underneath the hat?
It's like inside the hat, but that's fine. Yeah,
We'll get you a new hat, boysenberry. This is...
my hat!
I think that kind of just happens. Like you, Boysenberry tosses the hat and the heart in the air, and then the medallion kind of like clink against the heart and then ensnares it. And you hear like the sound of rapid tightening and more kind of cracking sounds as like, I guess emotions flood out of this heart. We get like a whole bunch of different early days of Agents of H.U.E memories. Let's get some sad fucking music going.
It's back before we had gadgets. We just had to use like knives and hammers and shit.
It's
much more violent.
Let's find some sad action and fun over sexy agents. What's this?
I'm so excited.
Yeah. It's some down tempo. It cuts back to the early days of the Agents of H.U.E as Agent Diamond, Bryce von Segrin, has a group of other Agent Ruby, Agent Onyx, and Agent Emerald kind of like, well, we wanted to form a new community to be able to save everybody out there in need. It could become so much greater. We can help everybody for a brighter future. And they're like, yeah. We fuck with that. We into it. And it cuts to like immediately later being kind of those three being like, you're a madman.
like the same day. The costumes have not changed. A robot ass!
You're trying to claim this community for yourself. You were for the people. You just use this as a shitty way to hook up with other people.
And people don't need fixing.
And yeah, you can see Agent Diamond gesturing grandly behind them with like large portraits of many members of the Agents of H.U.E, Agent Azure, Agent Boysenberry, all kind of framed as in kind of like, ah, yes, I will continue to smooch all of these people. For my own ill gain. And it just kind of cuts to kind of like those kind of moments, and then I guess there's like a weird wistful moment of each of you in this flashback. So go and describe your own flashback in this crystalline heart.
Oh yes, a young goldenrod who has pulled the twerking competition flyer from the corkboard and looks at it wistfully and says, "I can make something of myself."
It's like if you've got like a no acetol, like just a flat ass. It's like before you've worked on it. This is gonna be great someday.
And then like smash cut to him losing competition after competition and looking over at Agent Diamond is still in there, right? Well,
Diamond is still around. Diamond is still the head of the company.
Diamond is still around, yeah. Diamond on the judging panel just going
Pathetic.
Yes, pathetic.
I think Boysenberry is making all of the robotic limbs and enhanced stuff and just like, I just don't, I mean, I like having a furry chest. I don't think I need to replace with my belly with abs.
It could be silicon fur. Color-changing dynamic fur.
I just
Active
like how
camouflage.
It is. I just like how it is regular style.
Disappointing.
I've
gotten confused. Oh no, go on. Sorry.
Yeah. So my flashback is we're sitting at we're in like a very lush office, and I'm going, but this Instagram filter does not make me look good. I know you invented it, but I just don't look right in any of these filters.
Are you saying that I'm doing a bad job?
I would never say that you're doing a bad job for you. It's just making me look puffy and sad.
And there's just, and in the same kind of similar vein of saying like a single thing in a really horrible, dismissing way, it's like, basic.
Oh, he needs to die.
And similarly, when back in the day when Agent Diamond / Bryce von Segrin was in charge of Agents of H.U.E, there's a final memory between them and Agent Azure where there's a similar level of dismissal involved.
Yeah, I've gotten confused and I'm still wearing the lion helmet in this flashback.
Inconsistent details.
It's just another reenactment of our breakup scene, but this time I've got a lion.
The lion helmet on. Oh my god, that's so good.
Yeah. Oh, what's the one word he says to me?
Rawr. I don't even fucking know. It's late. But yeah,
it's 7 o'clock, Nathan.
Yeah, I'm old man. I'm tired. my throat hurts over cold.
All right,
let's
wrap it up.
But yeah, after all those flashbacks, the heart shatters, and you see Bryce kind of like fall to his knees, being like, "I locked those memories away, so I wouldn't have to face them again."
I will gently lower him
never
to the
been
ground
weaker.
too. And then I'll lean down and go, "Who's basic now?"
He slams his fist on the floor and there's a crack. Like punches the floor behind. Oh. This all over? Well, at least I have an incredibly profitable casino with many foolish patrons who spend money here all the time and will continue to frequent the Velvet Circus.
I think they're now lion food.
You do have some very handsomely fed lions, that's for sure.
What? No. And then he kind of like looks at his PDA at like little camera is in the main hall, and it's just like a single head just rolls across the camera.
Oh, God.
With the CCTV having hit the floor and there's a crack in it, and just sees a single head just kind of no. My stable income. What do you do? He's on the ropes. President Monet is available to be retrieved.
Yeah, I mean, we're not trying to kill the guy, right? Like,
we suppose we could arrest him.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I will just turn and go, "Madame Monet, your limo awaits."
It's the monorail limo.
Of course.
We had it plumbed into the casino.
Does it just fucking burst through the wall? And then it just pulls upside, and then she opens the door and, still with no voice actor, nods silently and gets.
Is it being driven by a robot?
Arcandrids, yes.
Yeah. It pulls up, and the robot is all kind of like, "Thank you for your service, agents." As it then piles out the other wall. What's it gonna do? Turn around in this corridor? It just has to keep going.
You can't turn around. There's not enough clearance.
And as you all, are you riding along in the limo, or are you gonna exit the scene?
No, I choked to death.
What?
Is that seriously? You're okay? Absolutely.
I think that it happened almost entirely off camera. No one rectified the fact that I had this thing constricting my head and neck. So yeah, no. I honestly, I probably died when I got kicked hard in the face and then fell against the wall. But yeah,
I think as the do the rest of you get in the limo?
Yeah.
No, wait, what about is there a way to last minute save Azure?
I mean, if you want it, this is. I guess it's Azure's character. If they want to die,
I don't mind. I'm sorry. I thought it'd be funny. I don't want to.
No, okay, that's fine.
Overshadow things. I'm sure that you could use the last bits of the shattered heart, I guess, to sort of bring me back. That could work.
Yeah.
I'm easy.
Oh, actually, no, that's perfect. So all three of you, the remainder of you, kind of get in the limo and like peel out, and Agent Diamond is all kind of like looks over to Agent Azure, like slumped over in the corner, is like, no, and kind of crawls their way over and like, I can still save you. And there's just like a single shard of the crystalline heart left, and he clasps it in between his hands. The crystal sharp, his hands cut on it and bleed as he then slowly, shakingly touches it to Agent Azure. And I think we cut away to the kind of like epilogue. Take a
Beach party.
No, too relaxed. No, there we go.
While we're here, pause. I do want to restart the call again. I'm getting that like.
Okay.
Yeah, it will make it really quick.
Here it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you,
All right.
Discord, for not being shit. So yes, we are back at the Agents of H.U.E headquarters. It is because I think we established that Janelle Monáe, president, was giving her like Christmas speech akin to the Queen's speech. So I
But
guess
just nodding, I suppose.
yeah, I guess this is now after the fact.
Yes.
So this is maybe Boxing Day approaching. No, it's New Year's Eve. There we go. It's the Agents of H.U.E New Year's Eve party. And what is everybody doing?
Oh, Boysenberry's getting fucked up.
Yeah.
The cocktail making robot is making drinks, trying to keep up with the rate that you're knocking them away, but it's a fierce battle.
Goldenrod has his whiskey with his little saffron in it, and he's sharing a moment with Agent Cornsilk. His hands wrapped chummily around him, and points over to the display case of twerking wins that says Agent Goldenrod for valiant service and twerking.
Oh.
He looks
Got the
at you.
purple ass.
You finally bested me in twerking combat. I respect you even more as a man. And then he gives you a small smooch.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the ship right there.
Yeah.
Two twerking boys.
Agent Salt.
Yeah, I pull Azure into the Instagram booth and take a picture, and then I slide over to the newly created filter that's just called Diamond Dust. And get in all close and take a picture to post to Instagram, #blessed.
So I didn't die?
No, I guess not.
Okay, cool,
I kind of kept it on the cliffhanger.
Yeah.
I'll try and revive it with the shard.
I've got my arm in a sling, showing that I've been hurt. But yeah, I'm okay. Yeah, I'm having a lovely time. And then there is a moment as I look out over at the casino, which is still burning.
The line's just setting on fire.
Yeah. And I think what could have been, if only Agent Diamond hadn't turned out to be really bloody evil.
And Agent Obsidian makes their way in, are in a kind of like it's like a silk robe to the floor with a train, fur trimmed but sheer otherwise, just pure buck-ass naked. Aside from that, just a cat walks into the space being like, agents, oh no, it's deeper than that, agents of H.U.E, we have survived another year, we have helped the community, we continue to be strong in the face of those who would rather us not exist. Let us be merry. Skull! And then everybody kind of like simultaneously clinks drinks in the air. And I think that is going to be the end of this session.
It ends on a 5-way kiss, right?
Yeah!
Mwah.
Mwah. As credits Slowly, it freeze frames on this 5-way kiss as credits start to roll over the freeze frame.
I think we jumped up into the air to get the kiss too.
It's like an air high five. Jesus Christ, that was astounding.
That happened, didn't it?
Yeah.
Round of applause to Nathan, please.
Fantastic.
That was fantastic.
Shit.
This was probably one of the best things we've ever done. Period.
If I get let back on the show or Twitch in general. That was great. Before we do other kind of like wrap up things and self-promo-y stuff, a thing that a good friend of mine, Will, who does lots of DMing for me, he has recently done a Kickstarter, Mystic Lilies, blah, 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 blah. We'll do promos later. But he, at the end of all his sessions, does like kudos and criticism. So it's the opportunity for you to tell each other what kind of dope moments that you thought other people did, and an opportunity to tell me if there were ways in that I could have been better. Be fucking ruthless, because this is like our jobs now and shit. So
Absolutely not. I'm not gonna offer any sort of criticism. No, completely ruin the mood of the stream.
No,
You're very good.
It was flawless. Nathan.
Yeah, that was
flawless.
luckily you ran a flawless game, so
Yes.
So I mean, you look stupid now asking for criticism, didn't you?
I knew like you were the one to do this. Like it was fantastic. Like all of the ideas.
We had so many
everything.
applicants.
Oh my god.
All the other people that wrote an incredibly gay one-page RPG about Spies kissing.
I would say like I've never had a thing that made me think, oh, I actually want to see a new Austin Powers movie.
A little bit.
It was very gay.
A very gay Austin Powers movie, yes.
Yeah.
For real, there's who would you want to give a fellow player that you would like to give kudos to?
The twerking competition was fucking amazing. Like,
that was so nice. Like came back in a lot. I liked it.
Yeah. That was my one shtick, so I'm like, I'm just gonna stick to this. It's fine. I'm glad I was able to loop it in.
with this kind of genre fiction, having a single, very strongly defined character trait is very on brand. So that worked out real well.
God, I don't know. Everybody was just fucking amazing. Like all of you did such a great job. So. I'm gonna like watch this over and over. I'm just gonna listen to it whenever I need a good laugh. This is the one. This is the one. It's just non-stop laughing at stupidity and sexiness.
Grant, is there a player that you would like to give kudos to?
Well, I want to do the twerking, honestly, because that's the thing. It wasn't like it was because we all came together and you'd seeded the fact that it was like a Pokemon stadium in there.
Yeah.
And we'd pushed reality to the stage with our various inventions that we got to the yes. I think the fact that twerking was so integral to so much of it was great. And also I'd like to say that using the penetration skill, penetrating, incredibly broken as far as game rules.
Yeah.
So congratulations. But then to have it to penetrate his harsh exterior as a last move, one final power game move.
So good.
Well done.
Greg, who would you like to give kudos to?
Like everybody.
Such a cop out. You and Oz.
Okay, well, what? Let's do group kiss.
Yeah.
I guess.
Wow.
Yes.
Lion strapped to the back. Fight. Outstanding. The whole disguise, hacking into the computer, that whole scene, umbrella scene, all of that, amazing. Everybody had like a perfect moment.
Yeah.
Oh fuck! I forgot, because of the kind of tallying. Agent Salt and Agent Boysenberry get like a bonus romance scene. I forgot about that.
No way.
Oh no! There's like real quick post-credit scene. What is
back in that same utility room?
I think like right as Azure gets out of the Instagram booth, Boysenberry just like stumbles in because he's had a few too many, like probably a few more than a few too many, and just like mad make out.
Yeah, I think when Boysenberry stumbles in and sits down, Salt just reaches over and turns off the camera and slides the door closed.
There we go. Discretion ending. Hell yes. Right, let's go and wrap up the show and do, because I'm also aware of the time. Thank you for everybody for being so patient.
Also,
Grant.
wait, kudos though to Nathan. I do have a kudos. Kudos to Nathan for President Janelle Monáe for Ass in a Box. Ass in a Box is probably Ass in a Box, iconic. Like,
It set the tone so well too. Of like it's goofy and sexy and yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
and,
I will say,
and the character model design of Agent Obsidian was phenomenal.
Flawless.
I want as a character in the thing. I need to play Agent Obsidian in something else in the future. I will say though, President Janelle Monáe is not my shit. I stole that from a thing. There is a comic called Crowded by Christopher Sabella, where it's about assassins for hire and defenders for hire, and in the plot line, the main character who's like defending somebody from being crowdfund assassinated had previously defended President Janelle Monáe. I'm like, that's the best thing. I will steal that. So that's not mine, but please do read Crowded. The first trade paperback is available. But yeah, let's go and like self-promote our shit. Who's Grant? I don't know him. Who's this guy? What kind of stuff does he do?
He does one-page role-playing games very similar to the one we just played.
Better, but yes.
Well, okay. I definitely do more of them. I do one a month, so we can't argue with that.
That's fair.
If you like Agents of H.U.E, and you should, I'm sure you'll enjoy a couple of my games, such as Big Gay Orcs, or Crash Pandas, where you play 5 raccoons all trying to drive the same sports car at once. You can follow me on Twitter at GSHowitt. It's GSHOWITT, and you can get everything that I do there.
Yeah. What's Very Random Encounter? That's a podcast. That's very good.
Yeah, Very Random Encounters. We play tabletop role-playing games, like the one we just played here, but we randomize as much as we possibly can, including characters, villains, names, places, and other weirder stuff.
Yes. And I wrote Magical Transforming Heroes RPG that you can pre-order called Glitterheart.
Woo!
Yeah, that is incredibly our shit, and I need to get on that too. Oh, so many good things. It's the guy who helps run this Twitch. I don't know him.
Hi, my name is Oz. So I'm Oz. I am the Twitch lead content developer here on the Shadowcasters network. We play lots of tabletop RPGs. I also GM a bunch of stuff. Join the Anarchy. We'll be returning for a campaign 3 where we play Shadowrun Anarchy, totally improvised, like a studio audience. Chat gives us suggestions and we just run with it. We never know what we're doing. It's gonna be great. So that should be coming back in April. Cyberpunk Red, I'm in that. I play that, but that's on a hiatus because Trav's computer is messed up, or rather his situation is messed up, so he has to come back from Australia. And and you can catch me playing Disco Elysium on here. I just do lots of stuff. GM the Sprawl. I'm the voice of Ziggy. And actually, you know what? Fun story. I met Nathan, officially on his podcast, where Passion Project, where we spoke, and I said, you know what I would love to do? I would love to do a game about gay hunky spies that have colors as their names. But then Nathan just went off in a totally fantastic direction, and I'm like, this is now yours. I love you. This is fantastic, and this game is phenomenal, and I'm so glad that you did it. And thank you so much.
No, it's good. I do. I am Nathan. I exist. Hi.
Yeah, who are
you? Who knows? The androgynous android game show host from the future, Nathan Blades. I do a podcast called Passion Project, where I interview LGBT artists about their work. If they had infinite time, infinite money, and nobody to tell them no, what they could possibly create. I did interview Oz in the past, and he wanted a really, really elaborate RPG, video game with spies with gadgets, and they're named after colors. And I'm gonna turn that into a one-pager, mate. That sounds fucking sick.
I'm having that.
And then I did, and it was cool. I do a lot of tabletop stuff. There is a podcast called The Talent Agency, where I run Shadowrun Anarchy and a variety of other cyberpunk systems. That will be concluding soon. There's only a couple more sessions in that before that story arc is done, and then there'll be side-to-side stuff. There will be a whole bunch of new one-page RPGs I'm going to be writing next year, a whole bunch that I'll be running. I'm going to try and play as many one-pages on stream as I possibly fucking can next year. There will be an entire Persona-themed campaign I want to do next year. I really want to do. There's still logistics about that I want to sort out. I may use Void Heart Symphony by JL's because, oh my god, yeah. I want to do that.
Game of Persona.
I want to do that, but I also want to do City of Mist, and they're both played by the Apocalypse, so I'm just going to make them kiss, and it'll be fine.
Okay.
But we have projects. They can be followed on my Twitter at Phantom Arts Ent. That's Phantom Arts ENT on Twitter. I am also on Twitch. That is Neon Caster, which I will post in the doobly-doo. If you want to go and play this game yourself, great.
You should.
It is available in a zine called The Queer Cyberpunk's Guide to Tabletop RPGs. I will post that in the chat as well, or if somebody can do that for me, because I don't have chat open. But also, if you look in the corner there, it says find this game at sixofspades.itch.io. You can find it there, along with all the visual novels I made when I was a teenager in my early 20s.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't spot those.
Yeah, they are interesting. But yeah, that's all my stuff. Thank you for joining me on this stream. I'm gonna go take a motherfucking nap.
All right.
Guys to the future.
Well deserved. Have a great night, everybody.
See you guys.